All right. We are live from Alumni Field at Wilmington High School in Wilmington, Ohio. This is CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports and professional sports now. And also, we are live on WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio, Fayette County. And so this game tonight here at Wilmington High School has a double meaning. Obviously, the Miami Trace Panthers, our home team as far as WZAA, and the Wilmington Hurricane, sort of our home team as far as Campus Nation, are going at it tonight head-to-head, and we're bringing you on both WZAA and Campus Nation this great matchup tonight. We are about 20 minutes away from kickoff. We have Marianne Dotson down on the field running one of our cameras. We have Mean Dean on the other camera on the opposite side of the field. We also have yours truly up here in the press box doing some switching from one camera to the next, also doing a little bit of, I'd say, added color to color, and running the camera up here, camera number 3. We have 3 cameras tonight, and our broadcast crew tonight doing the play-by-play, the immortal Joe Davis, and also Chris Wisecup,
the Cup,
the Cup, the famous from East Clinton, fame as far as football. And Joe, you never played any football, did you, Joe?
I played football my junior high years until freshman, and then I never played. I went into cross country and basketball.
Well, that was because you were so speedy, right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Players, 3 good players off the defense. We talked about the one that went to CMHCA, and then the other one that is not playing football for Wilmington this year at all. And then we also had Jake Vaughn, who used to play for Wilmington, who is now playing at Massey.
Yeah.
And he was excellent. As a freshman, he got in and had interceptions at a game at Hillsborough. So those are 3 key defensive players you're taking off of Wilmington's defense this year. Makes a big difference to go out there and try to fill. It's bad enough when you got a senior graduating or something, and next year you got to fill that great spot, that great linebacker, that great pass rusher. But when you got to fill 3 guys, and then you got the other one hurt of Justice Ferris.
Yeah, and Justice is tough, and he got to go out for the coin toss.
Right,
they let him go out.
But
to
that's 4 then key defensive players that are not playing. So your defense is going to take a hit on that.
I talked to Scott this week, and Scott was sitting there, and he talked about how the defensive line needed to improve. Now they're going to move a freshman there, as if you have defensive line that are getting pushed back in your lap at all time, it's tough to even be a player. So 4:11 here.
What's TJ's number?
For the game starts here. CampusNation.com, WZA 106.9. Jeffersonville station here. We got Miami Trace Panthers.
TJ, he's a senior.
At Wilmington High School.
TJ Ruckwold, he's the senior. I had him marked up here. I looked at the wrong one. I was looking at his brother.
Yeah.
All right, Elijah.
Killen said the senior and junior classes have stepped up as leaders for the players in the program. They have been great in terms of setting the standard of how we practice, but it's not just about football, said Killen. It's in the hallways at school. It's in the community. It's putting what we talk about into an everyday life. And one thing about Coach Killen does, he takes very pride in his players, and that's one thing I like about him. And of course, Miami Trace has a new coach this year. They started out last year. What was their record? Do you know, Joe?
No.
I'm not for sure. I think they was 2-8, 3-7. Don't quote me on that.
I think they're a lot better team this year.
They are. They beat Surgery here at Alumni Field. What's the things, if Joe, let's hear a little of your opinion. What does Wilmington have to do? They're coming off a loss against a very great Valley View team that was 10-0 last year, regular season. What do we have to do?
First of all, we got to get our
Killen has to get.
We got to get our confidence back. I think their pride was hurt a little bit last week. They lost. Okay, our defense. We're talking about our defense being decimated a little bit by people not here that were. So you got guys stepping in that maybe haven't played those positions for 2-3 years. I mean, they may be a junior or senior, but maybe they didn't. Somebody else played ahead of them. Mm-hmm. Now it's their job. They've got to get confidence that that's my job. Know what my job is. This is your job. Know what it is, and understand what's being expected of you. Don't try to do more than expected. And I think that's what happens sometimes with these young guys. It's not so much that they're not trying. I think sometimes they
Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays are the days they lifted, I believe, and they had the kids in the weight room. The kids was there. They had 40 kids, and 40, 60 kids, and that's a lot of kids to be in your program. To get up at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, dedication.
That's tough.
That's dedication.
But that's dedication.
We're getting ready to do the Star Spangled Banner here, so we'll be quiet here in just a minute.
Wilmington Hurricanes alumni band here. The band's here. Not alumni band, the band.
Yeah.
Here.
And welcome back. And also the flag was put up and then brought back down to half-mast for Senator McCain, who passed away this week.
Oh, is that why that is?
Yes, that's why
That's.
it is.
I was wondering that why Senator McCain passed away. Then I was wondering because I said, why is it halfway up? So they brought it up and brought it halfway.
Brought it all the way up,
Yeah,
and then you bring it back down for half-mast.
Okay,
Exactly.
I got you. Now people at home can actually know
Right.
what it is too, because a guy like me.
Some are unfamiliar with that. Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
going back to what Wilmington needs to do today, I think their offense is okay. Their offense scored last week. They moved the ball. They just need to gel a little bit. But, they've had a week of practice since last week. They were playing a stupendous defense last week. So I'm not concerned about the offense. I think it'll be okay today. The kicking game was very good last week. I think we had one bad kick. The defense is a concern, and we need to see.
The defensive line's a big concern because it was terrible last week. But we see the adjustments that he makes. And Coach Killen, of course, he's a guy that, and not bringing up Massey, when he coached at Clinton Massey, you realize he's coached in a state title game and was down 28 points and gave up 28 points in the first half in a state title game, and then come out second half, makes adjustments, and shuts him.
And if you noticed last week, I think he did some adjustments last week. Unfortunately, you don't have sometimes
enough time. 28 and 24 and 5 seasons at Miami Trace, leading the Panthers to the playoffs in 2013 and 14. Williams, 48, is a 1986 graduate of Big Walnut High School. After his playing days at West Liberty University, Williams entered the business world, but football was never out of the picture. Williams has over 20 years of coaching experience, including stints at Big Walnut, Centerburg, and Mount Vernon. He coached at Ohio Wesleyan for 3 years before becoming the head coach at Carnington Lincoln High School, who was a very great football team there. Williams took a program that won 3 games in 2 seasons previous to his arrival and went 18 and 12 the past 3 years. So this
we said that he went to West Liberty.
West
and
Lib.
as things would happen, we had the West Liberty Hilltoppers playing the Blue Knights of Urbana last night.
Yes, on CampusNation.com.
That's right. His alma mater played on Campus Nation last night.
And see, now he's back over here at Wilmington, and we do games at Miami Trace High School and Courthouse, Washington Courthouse Blue Lions, East Clinton, Wilmington, a lot of colleges, different colleges. We have Wilmington College on our station. Wilmington College is going to be, Brian Moore will be up tonight to talk.
We've got 3 interviews tonight.
We got 3.
Yeah, so we're going to have to bam. But tomorrow night, we've got college football. We have the game being played between the Capital Crusaders from Columbus and the Mount St. Joe Lions. So we're going to be traveling to Cincinnati tomorrow night. That will kick off at we'll be on the air at 4. Let's see. The game starts at 6. Kickoff at 6. So we'll be on the air at 5:30 tomorrow night on Campus Nation.
So we have 2 minutes here before we start
Would you
game
turn the
here.
air conditioning on, please?
I know. I'm sweating.
Well, I'll
I'm
tell you
pretty
what,
sweating.
it is very humid.
It is.
Hopefully-
I am not for sure. I haven't talked to my. Who?
Coach Andrews.
Oh, okay. I haven't talked too much. Here comes the Hurricane. They're 15 seconds later. They come. They got the big flag coming out. Coming out the tunnel
they're
here.
coming.
Here they come. Coming through the big helmet. I wish
And
when I
TJ
played,
Rockhold is carrying it again this week. I think he carried it last week. So.
Hey, what? It would be awesome to run through a helmet. We always just ran through the goalpost.
Yeah.
And, East Clinton has
And you
the
ran
double
into the
crosswalks.
goalpost, I think.
Oh.
From,
Well, didn't you have like the paper stretched out there? That
Yeah,
that
you
and he
broke
bounced
through
off
it.
of it.
and,
Yeah, I bounced off
and the cheerleaders would.
Joe
Well,
Selly here.
it was easier when it was wet.
Yeah.
I'd always tell the cheerleaders, put a little razor blade line down through.
They are back on track. Looks like we're going to be having the Panthers kicking off to Wilmington Hurricane.
And you know,
Wilmington will be going left to right on the dial, starting the first half or first quarter here.
And after Miami Trace going to Circleville, or I don't know if they went to Circleville, they beating Circleville, I meant to say.
They were at home
Yeah, I thought they were.
on their new turf.
On their new
Beautiful
play, yeah, that's
new
what I
turf.
heard.
Yeah.
And but beating Circleville last week, they're going to be riding high coming in. They're coming in thinking we're just going to walk right over this Wilmington team. So this is going to be a battle.
Jaden
They're coming
LeBeau
with
here.
it.
Jaden LeBeau, a freshman here to kick off here. Sorry about that, Joe. Didn't mean to interrupt you,
Nope,
buddy.
jump right in there.
Jaden LeBeau.
'Cause I don't
here.
have their
They're at the
people marked on there.
40-yard line, kicking off. Looks like back to receive the kick
Looks
is
like a big
McIntosh.
boy up high. Going to come down around the 5. Catches it.
That's Cam Coomer.
Cam Coomer got it. He's getting hit around the 18 and pulled down the 17, so they're going to mark him at the 18-yard line.
Looks like Riley Henry on the tackle. He is a sophomore for Miami Trace. So the Wilmington Hurricane will take over.
He's down here with this group down here at this bottom. He's looking. He's going to throw quickly on top, and we got a catch. Was he in bounds? And it
That's
looks
no-
like yes.
Is that number 6? Malik Scott.
Malik Scott caught that pass. I mean,
He
it
is
went
a-
back.
he's a
just started.
freshman.
He just started down the line, and he went back and just threw right over his shoulder and caught it. Excellent play.
Nice catch there by Malik Scott. That was Malik Scott, right?
Yep. You said 6. I didn't
Yeah,
get to see
it
the
is.
number.
That's it.
He's
Coomer to
39
11.
yard, and we got it to ball at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. 2, looking back, pass again, going deep down the middle. He's open. He's beat him, and he overthrew him by a few yards.
McIntosh was wide
Mason McIntosh
open.
he beat his man by at least 3 to 4 yards, and then the ball beat him by 3 or 4 yards.
That's where we talk about timing
Right.
and getting there
Last
and
last
setting
week's
back.
coach, remember how he dropped it in? Our quarterback, for the other team. If that would have dropped right over JD's shoulder, that's touchdown. That's all there is.
Masons, yeah.
Or Mason.
2nd and 10 here. 3 to the right. Man in motion here, high motion.
And we get the handoff. And he cuts it in.
McIntosh,
and he gets up over the 45 to about the 46.
That's a good play call there, though.
That wasn't
And,
bad,
you know,
no.
it wasn't bad play call. He run high motion here.
I thought
Hand-
maybe he might be all right to keep going outside when he cut it in, but if he sees a hole, he's going to cut it short. Of course, you want to go north and south.
Yeah, north-south, yep. But sometimes you can stretch it, like you said. Sometimes you're going to make what you got to do.
Right. If he'd have cut through, but either way, he made positive yards.
We have a tie ball game here. Hurricane has
It's going to be 3rd and 5.
the ball, 3rd and 5, on the Trace 30 or
40.
44-yard line.
44. We got Willie, looks like it's going to be in the backfield. We got Mason McIntosh, Camp, and one other
Mitchell.
and then at the top of the key we got Coomer. We got
Coomer's
in
gonna
motion.
roll
Willie's in the
solo.
left in motion. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Nice play
And
call.
if he doesn't have the first down, he does. He does have it.
One thing I like about Brady Evans is he's a big type of running. He's like Tim Tebow. You
yes,
ever run-
that's
he's
what
a
I was
big
thinking
type
last week. I
Tim
didn't say it.
Tebow.
That's a good point.
I was starting
He
to
is.
say that last week. I didn't say it, but he's a big quarterback. It's like having a quarterback that's also a fullback, which I
Yes,
did
like
mention.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, and he can take off and he can also throw.
Yes.
Where Tebow wasn't that great at throwing.
9:21, 1st and 10 here.
And going to keep it. Going to look over. Going to throw. And, oh, my gosh.
Almost picked off.
Almost caught, almost
Great.
picked off, and then came down. Nobody got it.
That was a great play by number 3,
Cooper
Dalton
had it for
Mayer.
a second. The guy knocked it out of his hands, thought he was going to catch it, and then it just fell to the ground.
That was a great job by Dalton Mayer.
The 16-yard line.
Let's pick up about 9, maybe 8 or 9 here. Or are they going to mark it? Probably 9.
I think he's
great
got to
job.
Yeah. Now they're going to bring it back, so he's going to have
8.
2 yards.
Yeah.
He's going to be 2 yards
So
short.
you look, great job, great play calling. They're just running it.
Oh.
Hey, keep it on the ground. Let's do it. Make
Well, when
them
you got
beat
a lot of things that you're doing,
Yeah.
they can't key on one guy, and that's what
Nope.
Wilmington's got right now. They can't key on one.
Nice
He's going to
job.
hand it to
Back
Willie
up
this
middle.
time up middle. Okay, this time we get back to the 20, so we gain 2.
And maybe close to the first downs. We're going to see what they do. I think it's a little short.
I mean the 15. I said
Third
20.
and
I meant
inches,
15. Excuse
About
me.
the 16, 15 and a half yard line.
I'm looking right over the 20 when I say,
Yeah.
and that's
So,
the 15-yard line, and that's, boy, if that's not, I mean, it's
back
inches.
in the pistol
It's
here.
inches.
We're back in the pistol. Mitchell at fullback.
Going to give the second man, Willie.
Nice
He broke
block.
free.
No.
Substitution.
Substitution. Tyler Taylor at quarterback in the pistol here.
Who's the running back behind him? I can't see his number.
That is number 35,
35.
here. It's Caden
Schweitzer.
Schweitzer. Hand off to Schweitzer to the
Going
right.
outside.
Yeah.
They stopped him about to almost line of scrimmage. He may have gained a yard. I mean, not a yard, but a foot. But I'm not even sure. Let's see if they move it. Yeah, they're going to move it maybe 6 to 12 inches, I think.
So if you're just tuning in here, we got Miami Trace Panthers, which is our local station there in Jeffersonville, right at home. And also Clinton County Sports. We have Wilmington Hurricane here.
It'll be 3rd and 3. So Wilmington
0-0 here,
Step
6-12
in here.
in the
Will they
first
try
quarter.
to pass on with this deep in Wilmington territory? Will they try to run it again? It's going to be key. Schweitzer in the backfield with Tyler Taylor. Hands off, going up the middle, gets hit, pulled down immediately, and he's short. He is short. They tackled him right at the 20, has to get to the 21.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and. Great job by Rockhold to come through.
Well, and even if you don't get your head hit, a lot of people think when you get a concussion protocol, it's because you got hit in the head. Not necessarily. Your head, when you get tackled, your head could go down backwards, hit the ground, just being shook back and forth in the air. A lot of things can cause the concussion protocol, not being directly hit to the head.
I coached junior high school football 3 years ago. They made us go through. The first thing you have to do is you ask a kid, did you get hit in the head? They say yes. Does your head hurt? You ask them, does your head hurt? Do you have a headache? And then you say, did you get hit in your head? And they say yes. And it's because the head. Right when they say anything,
No.
it's a concussion protocol. And the thing is, you have to go that way this route because you have so many people. You know, some
And
of the
unfortunately,
NFL
see, a lot of these kids are learning what those things are. And did your head hurt? No. You got to tell them, be honest. Be honest. And I think
because
most
it
of
is
these coaches are good
serious.
at doing it.
It really is a serious thing. But,
He's
when
setting
I
up
played-
now. That's a good sign.
back when I played football, and the thing was, we didn't have the concussion protocol. And
Yeah.
back when you played, dude, you wore leather helmets in.
Well, I tell you what, when I played, Danny Woods and I.
They didn't even wear helmets.
No.
When
back
I
then.
played, Danny Woods and I were the 2 top players when we were freshmen. We got
Yeah.
on the field. We got down across each other about a yard apart, and that coach goes, "I want to hear that helmet smack." And we went at each other with the ball between us. We had to go in after the ball, and our helmets went bam.
Now, did you have the honeycomb helmets?
I mean,
Like
I got
the
up going,
big old hard honeycomb helmets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't have the
No.
concussion
And
helmet proofs
He's up.
like they do
He's
now.
up.
So
He's
that
up.
is number
35?
35.
35.
That's Caden Schweitzer. He is a junior, 5'10", 165.
And
looks like Rockhold.
He's going off gently. He may not be back. If he's in concussion protocol,
Well, he'll
be
have to sit for a while.
Well,
He'll have to sit for a while. He kicks up. Looks good. And it is good. Wilmington takes the lead, 7-0, 5:14 on the clock, leading the Miami Trace Panthers.
Great job by Brady Evans. Great throw. He threw it where no one
It was
else
perfect.
could get it.
It was
was.
over
it
his
was.
shoulder.
We were
Yes.
talking about
outside
timing
shoulder.
and dropping, and that was it.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you
Well, no,
off there.
Brady is developing into one heck of a good quarterback. I mean, he's really,
Yes.
and we knew that when we saw him as
Well,
a
he
freshman.
put- yeah,
he's been a special player.
Well, he tried to throw the first one. It's kind of hard to judge distance when the guy's running. How far do I have to throw it?
But
Yeah,
but he's a terrible dunker at basketball.
Yes.
So, if you're tuning in here, it's 7-0 here at Alumni Field. Wilmington is leading the Miami Trace Panthers. But 40. Brett Brooks here, the freshman.
I'm looking up the number for the wrong team.
Brett Brooks, he's a
freshman.
260. Hey, 260 freshman.
Wow.
They said his legs. I seen him at the park when we was at the water park. His legs look like tree trunks. He's a monster.
Really?
Yeah,
he's gonna be.
And he also is a running back.
Day,
so
right?
if they ever put him in as a running back, they said he can break a line, and
Yep.
once he breaks, nobody catches him.
Rockhold and Mitchell in the middle.
They
here.
spread out a little. They got 2.
Looks like
Third
Trace
and
is
2.
bringing in.
So he needed 17. He got 15 on that
was
run.
a great job. So 3rd and 2.
So now it's going to be,
Trace
can
is
Wilmington's defense stop them at this point? Got something? Pitch back. He's going around the right side lift. He gets hit in the backfield and loses yardage. So again, it's going to be 4th and about 5, my guess. Let's see where they put the marker. 4th and 4, 4th and 5 at least. Let's see where they mark him.
Face
Holding
mask
unless
or
that's
holding?
a face mask. Depends on if it's offense or defense. Holding. It's going to be holding against Wilmington. They'll put him back. I doubt if they take the play, they'll take the penalty. My opinion. That's my opinion.
It's 10 yards.
So here, 2:27. Wilmington just took over. We had a holding on number 72 here. They're going to get a penalty here. It'll be 1st and about 17, it looks like, on the Miami Trace 25-yard line.
31.
31-yard line. Sorry,
yeah.
I was looking at the down markers there. 3 trips right. Coomer all alone to the left.
We got to get all the way down to the 15. We're at the 31. So we're 16 yards. Going to keep it, going to run. Breaks a tackle, gets down to the 20. So that's not bad yardage on that play.
One thing I notice about Brady Evans over the years since I've watched him over the past 3 years, he's gotten a little slower, it looks like. And he really has. He's got the
Well,
arm
he
strength,
got
but
injured.
He
He got injured in basketball,
And that
He
kinda
or he got
hurt
injured
him.
in football, which
Football.
kept him out of basketball.
Right.
But
So
over the past 2 weeks, he's beginning to get a little quicker. And it'll take that acclimation and the days.
Oh.
It's different.
when you get injured, it takes you a while to come back from that. And Brady's in the backfield, takes it. Willie goes, throws out to Willie. Ooh, behind him a little bit, he catches it. 1st down. Moore, he gets inside the 10. Looks like he went out about the 8 maybe. See where they mark it. Maybe the 7.
Great look by Brady Evans to look to the left. Okay.
It was a low
now,
one again.
Are we in field goal range here?
We're at
It looks like about a 42-yard field goal. We got to go and make it.
I don't know. It would be
I'm
probably
kicking.
risky.
I got a feeling they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I would say they go for
Wind's
it.
dead. It's silent, but they'll go for
Ball's
it.
on the
Looks like
25. You're going to be 35 plus 7 yards back. That's a 42-yard kick.
Yeah, about 42,
If the game was on
that's
the
what I
line,
said,
they
yeah.
could go for it. But I'm saying early in the game, your offense has been ticking. You've had a lot of good things go your way. We're going to have quads to the right. We got Coomer to the left.
Looks
Brady
like they're
Evans
gonna
in the
go
line
Coomer
in the
backside.
backfield by him. They're talking. I think
Also,
maybe they're trying to realize where it's going to go to. They're going over to Kill and explain something. I think they're asking Killen, do you want it here or do you want it there? They could he could have took it and put it on the 1.5 and maybe went for 2 points. Or you can take it on the kickoff. Killen pointed back, I want it on the kickoff. We'll take the 1 point extra point and we'll take field position.
So as I said, it will be kicked off from the 45.
Now with his leg, if Wilmington wants, they can kick it out of the end zone and make sure there's no run back.
But that would be kind of pointless, wouldn't
They
it?
could kick, not if you don't want to run back. If you don't want to take a chance.
I like that.
Susan in, I'm trying to look for the number. Josh Liff is in the backfield. Quarterback is Tyler Taylor. That quarter's over, so now we're going to switch ends. Now they'll be down here where we can see what's going on a little bit better. Good. Hey, Chief.
How do I get one of them videos?
You watch it on campusnation.com. Campusnation.com.
Rick's coming out here. Rick, yeah. So, at the beginning of the second quarter here, we got 14-0. Wilmington is leading Miami Trace Panthers.
Now,
we're having a great game.
Okay.
And, Joe, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, you asked me before the game started, what does Wilmington have to do? And I said, the one thing I said was they have to get confidence. They've got the confidence now. Then that's all I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, now, this game, and the thing is, when you get a big jump on somebody, I'll tell you, when they came down here and they took the ball from Willie Morris, I thought it was going to be bad.
Oh, yeah. I did, too. I thought.
What'd you think?
Well, I thought Wilmington's guys are going to hang their head last week, and then after that happening, and they did. I watched some of the players coming over here. They were angry. They were hanging their heads. They were up, and then all of a sudden they come back. Now they're going to forget about it. They're going to see Willie later and go, "Hey, man, it's all right," and it's all forgotten.
It's all forgotten. But if that's going to be your key
because
factor.
when we got the ball back by stopping them, and we got the ball back almost where we lost it, in a sense. Not where he lost the ball, but where we were hiking it from.
Yes, sir.
And
so
they've got the ball on looks about the 18-yard line.
They're in the pistol here.
2 in the backfield. Going to hand off. Is that 20? No, he keeps it. It's going around the outside on the left side. Gets hit at the 20, so he's going to gain about 2.5 yards on that running play.
That was number 58 for the Hurricane.
So it's going to be about 3rd and a long 4, I'd say.
Elijah Rockhold, that's like 3 tackles there, isn't it, for Elijah?
And he's a sophomore, so now when we get rid of the brother, we're going to have another one just stepping in. He's showing, I'm coming through. I'm getting better.
He's going to hold the rock. He's going to hold the rock. Or is he going to rock the hole?
He's going to rock the hole. I like that. Oh, Cupcake come up with what that was. We got 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield, quarterback. We got a man in motion, number 85. Fakes, looks back, and good defense. Nice play, good defense.
That could have been maybe a pass interference.
He was looking for it.
He was looking for it.
I think that was a good play call.
Good coverage, too.
Good man in motion. He looks like he's going to throw a quick pass this way. Everything was going the left side. Looks back, but good defense. The man was there, came up, just put the hand up.
And Kendall France was tough last week.
Oh, he was, and he's only a sophomore.
Yes. Good things looking here for the Hurricane. 11-15.
Okay, they're back in punt formation. They got 3 in front of the punter. You can always run off of this formation, so you got to watch. And they only need 3 yards. But you know what? They've tried a couple things today, and it's not worked. I look for them to just go through with a quick punt. A regular
you
punt.
Have to here. They are.
Gets a nice punt. It's going to hit about Morris. The 44. Going to be picked
Willie
up.
Takes it.
He's got inside. He's inside the 50. Good 17. Almost came through with like a kill hit and then pulled up, and he was going down. Nice job by that young man.
That's Jaden LeBeau. Good.
Yeah,
good
he did. He came in. His man already had him. He just made sure he was down. He started to come in and do like a big hit, and he pulled off. I appreciate that from that young man.
So in second quarter here, Wilmington takes over after the Trace punt on the Trace 47-yard line. 11:05 in the second. Joe Davis, play-by-play. Rick in charge of the big Bagarge. Dean the Machine.
He's in charge of the zoo here. We got 2 in the backfield. It's not Willie in the backfield now. Who's that back there?
Have to see a number.
22.
That's Mayer, ain't it?
Oh, nice play.
Grant Mayer. That's Grant Mayer, yes.
Didn't fool anybody on that play.
Grant Mayer, and I had their numbers right in front of me, so I couldn't look down and catch the number.
Last week, Grant Mayer had a tough game.
Well, Grant, he got hurt.
Real well.
He got hurt.
He played a lot of the first half.
Right.
Yes.
But he was still playing injured. He got knocked up after that first play. Quarterback has it. It's McIntosh. He's going to do a punt.
Nice job there. Good.
Ball's going to hit at the 16, going to bounce to the 14, back to the 15, and go out of bounds.
That was a great decision, though.
Yeah.
I was wondering there for a second. I said, are they going to do something with Mason McIntosh?
I looked back there, and I should know McIntosh is going to be the other guy in the backfield. As a quarterback. But I look back at that's not a regular quarterback, just as he's hiking the ball.
Second quarter here, 9:36. Trace just got the punt from Wilmington. They're going to be taking over here at 1st and 10.
Trace is doing what they need to do. Trace is just what we talked about. They need to get back in this game and get some confidence back. This drive right now is doing it for them. Because if they didn't, and Wilmington scored again, their heads were going to start hanging. All right, got a pitch out to Liff in the backfield. Going around the right side, getting pushed out of bounds. And he's going to get down near the 30, but I think he went out before there. Let's see where they marked him stepped up.
That was number 45 who ran him out there. That was Brooks again. And I'm surprised there wasn't a flag there.
I was too. And I think the reason wasn't because he was running so much down. It's hard to tell. And you're like four guys. Did he go out of bounds? Did he not go out of bounds? And I don't think
and they keep going through and playing through the whistle.
Right.
And it's hard sometimes. And I think they're letting them play there.
Ball's on the 35-yard. I always hate it when they throw a flag on a guy stepping 2 inches out of bounds and they say hit him out of bounds. It's like the defense doesn't know that.
Yeah,
quarterback got it. Hands off to a quick handoff up the middle to 85.
Nice defense.
And he's going to get about 2 yards, maybe a yard.
Look, Brooks had the ball at the end of the play. He's like, man, I just
It was 2nd and 5. It's now going to be 3rd and 3.
Good play there.
Let's see what.
Shout out to the best camera people ever, Marion Dotson down there on the left side of the field, and Big
Can they
Dean
hear
the
us when we
Machine
talk about 'em?
to the right.
Can they hear us when we talk about them?
No.
Okay.
No. They have to watch the game afterwards.
Yes, but good shout out to them. It takes a lot. Dean's
about
down
3
there
yards, I'd
working
say
his butt
yes,
off.
3 yards. So it's 3rd and 3. If we stop them immediately, do they go for it? I'd say yes. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper to the left side. He has to run back. He's going to get the first down just as he goes out of bounds. Steps over maybe half a yard.
Nice
Pushed
play.
out of bounds.
Very
by
good running play. Very smart
Push.
play by, I looked at the wrong
Okay.
thing again. Tyler Taylor.
Okay. Pushed out of bounds by number 17, Logan
Pushed or pushed?
Frazier. Pushed. He
Okay.
just pushed. It wasn't tackled.
Well, they said pushed or pushed.
Pushed. I've been
I'm
saying
just
that.
asking you,
Orange and orange. I've
What
been
is this?
saying it a lot different lately.
I always say pushed, and everybody gets mad at you.
Pushed.
That's
My
'cause
mom's like, it's push.
You speak redneck.
That's
Pushed.
it.
He's pushing. 8:02 here in the second quarter, 14-0.
All right. We going
Trace
up?
is on the drive. This is
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
put one
this is a
together.
good drive. This
Number
is a good
3, Mayer down here to the right. 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. Quick handoff again to 85 up the middle. Again hit quick. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Looks like at the bottom of that pile.
And I'm not even
It's
sure if he
Big
got back to the line of
Brooks.
scrimmage. He got to the 30, and the line of scrimmage was the 29.
This freshman Brooks kid is off the chain
Oh,
here.
man.
He's doing good. This Brett Brooks, he's a freshman. Dude, he's doing great.
He
Well,
looks
maybe-
great.
He's got 4 or 5 tackles right now. and
Maybe
doing
if they
great.
get if a big league, they might put him in to
A
the end of the
running
game
back.
as a running back.
Yeah,
So
and great running back, they said. That he's just an animal.
I'd like to see him.
That was a good move there
So now
by
it's
Coach
2nd
Kellen.
and 10. 2nd and 11. That's 2nd and 10, they're saying. Quarterback, man in motion, following, throws out here wide open. Nobody with him on the outside, catches it, and breaks a tackle.
Brett
going down
Brooks
the field.
over there taking him out of bounds. A tackle was in the backfield and still goes.
Oh,
Nice move.
got down to the 10-yard line. Ball being hiked from the 30, getting a 20-yard gain. Do we have a flag? We got a man.
got a
No, we got a
player
player
down.
injured down again
That
down
is
there.
Joshua Gilmore. He's a 5'8" sophomore. Great job. Good move. Way to come back in, keep it in play.
That's the one that ran the ball.
That was on the caught it right there. Yep.
Yeah, he did. When he went out to catch, that was a broken defensive play somehow because there was nobody with him. I don't know if 2 guys went with the 1 deep or there was. I saw 1 guy back. I didn't see anybody else out there. And it's like, well, where's the defense? And he caught it, turned. I think he was as shocked as anything.
Yeah.
He caught it, was like getting ready for the hit, turned, and there was nobody there. And he just started running down the sidelines.
Now,
You could see him sort of go like this. He was ready to be hit.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think here, Joe, if you was Coach Kellen, and I'll tell him this at home, I'll tell it on the radio. Okay, if you have Brady Evans at the quarterback, I think he could be utilized as a defensive player, too, in game situations. What do you think about that,
No,
having your quarterback?
no.
You
I wouldn't take a chance.
I do.
I don't
all
even.
day.
I don't even like flipping in the bathtub and pulling a muscle or something.
You don't
I
know.
think-
I watched
Well,
somebody
and I
do
think
it.
sometimes when you've got that quarterback playing defense, they're out after him
Yeah,
sometimes.
well, they could.
Yeah, and it's a better opportunity to take a shot at.
Quick handoff to 85 up the middle. He breaks it this time. He's going to get a touchdown.
Touchdown.
They hit him at the line of
85.
scrimmage
Great
again,
job.
but they just kept going to him.
Nice play.
Number 85, Andrew and Moore. Great
Yes.
job. So we have a Trace touchdown. So Trace is 6-14.
Again,
going
this
for
we're
an
back.
extra.
And I said of the 2 things that could happen here, one, Wilmington could break this game more wide open, or Trace can get back in the game. looking at it from both angles, and Trace is now back in the game.
Yep.
And head coach Jeremy Williams is not going to let that. You look at his past and what he's done with the previous, teams he's coached for. You think he's going to let that happen? No.
All right, so
Not
they're going to
me.
kick a field goal. They're not trying anything funny or going for two or anything like that.
That we know of. That's what we said about the team last week, and next thing you know, they're running in a trick play for 2 points.
Good.
So
And-
7-7 or 7-14. Trace is trailing Wilmington. Great comeback there.
7:05 on the clock till
we-
halftime.
We have a game. We expected
Yeah.
we would.
Now, looking at it from both sides now. Wilmington, what they're looking to do with 7 minutes to go, a long drive, eat up a lot of clock, score,
That's
get
right.
that
That's-
two-touchdown
you
lead.
have to, yep.
Trace, what they're looking for is a quick 3 and out, get the ball back,
And
score
score.
with in the
14,
remaining
14,
time,
they
and
get the ball.
14-14
Yeah,
at
they
the worst
get the ball.
at the worst scenario coming and getting the ball back.
And getting the ball back.
So this next 7:05 is going to be very interesting.
important. This is a critical time in the
Wilmington's got to be prepared right here. They're on their on their heels right now for an onside kick or something. You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
Jerry
And when you're
Williams-
behind, see, Wilmington was ahead 2 touchdowns. Sometimes you don't want to go for it thin and give the other team a spark.
Jerry Williams.
But when you're
is go-
behind,
Jerry
sometimes-
Williams is going to do some things here.
And when you are behind, sometimes you do a spark. And he's already shown he's willing to gamble on some things. Going for it on 4th down twice back in the – although I do think the second time was not intentional. I think it was supposed to be a punt.
Look, we got a little tribal
Kick
stuff over there.
is up deep high. Going to be caught about the 10, 11, 12-yard line. Coming around this side. And now he's kicking an high deer. Coomer going down the sideline. He gets hit and brought out at about the 43-yard line.
Coomer trucks him. You see the truck on it? Coomer put his shoulder down and trucks him. Bam!
Coomer was coming around. This time, instead of taking off 90 mile an hour, he watched the wall being built.
That's right. He
Which is
waited
what
for
they're
his
taught.
blocking. He's waiting
all
for
the
his
all
blocking.
the backfield guys are taught. Let your wall build up for you. He came around, watched the blocking, and once he got outside because the blocking was working, he hit it in the high gear and made a big yardage. I do both. I'm good at everything. What can I say?
Oh, I love you, Jeff.
That's what they say just before they say they want to strangle you.
Joe is the best, dude. Look, Wilmington coming out.
One in the back, quad to the right, looking right, throwing, bouncing. No, yeah. If
If it was behind,
it was behind the line, I mean,
it would have been a fumble.
that would have been a fumble, pick up and run.
Yes.
And that's why the coaches have Susie Connor went, go, go, go. Let's wait till the referee blows it dead.
That's
Do you
right.
know what that
you wanna
looked
make
like
sure.
they was going to do? They was going to run that, and they was going to throw it down the field, and it meant to be behind. It wasn't. Did you see him?
Yep.
Oh.
He kind of stopped.
Well, and you're right. The way and with that turf, you
it
can
was-
practice that. That can be a bounce right
You're
to.
right. You're right.
It
yeah.
could, really.
Yeah.
Here comes Willie Morris up the middle, getting hit, keeping those legs moving.
Hey, that was a great job by Willie to
And
keep his
he
feet
got about
moving.
6 yards because we didn't gain anything on the other one. We're only about 4 yards from the first down here.
Looks like brought down by number 79, Luke Anders. Wilmington forward.
Wilmington
quads
lined
right.
up real quick. And they're in position.
You better
Quads to the
watch
right,
for Cam
Coomer to the
on
left. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Nice
He's
play
got,
call.
he's got
Nice
the first
one.
down. He got right to the 35-yard line.
Great play call. That was a good play call. And
Thank
you know
you.
what? Keep it going. What would you do here? Joe, do you take a shot here in a second, just for a sec, and take a shot down?
Yeah, I'd say
I
Wilmington
do
can.
too. You got to take a shot here in a second. Just,
But
you know,
Wilmington,
6, 17.
I think Wilmington's also trying to eat up some clock.
Yeah,
too.
but take a shot like when they're at least expecting it. Wow, they're
Up
going
to
to
Willie Morris, and he got broke
Willie
free.
Wright.
He's going to the outside. He broke free again. Cuts back. Broke free again. Gets down to the 25. He should have been tackled back here for like a 3-yard gain.
Twice.
And
Great,
just
great.
kept breaking tackles.
It's a nice job by Willie to keep his feet
I don't know if
moving.
that was great running or bad tackling
No,
or a
that's great
mixture of
running.
both.
You got to give that to Willie Morris. And the thing is, it's easy to tackle sometimes when you're playing your defense. But here's the thing, Willie Morris made a great run there.
Two in the backfield. Hands to the second man through, which is Willie. He gets hit
Oh, he
quick. And he
fumbles
dropped the
out
ball
again.
again.
He is fumbled twice tonight.
That may be his last.
This may be his last touch of the game.
So
Willie Morris
did
fumbles.
Trace recover?
I don't know. Jeremy
looking.
Andrews is telling the players, get back out on the field. The offense was walking off. He's saying, get back on the field. Get
If
back
you're
on
Coach Killen, do you take Willie Morris out for that? I do. I'd take him out. It's time to go. Sit down. Night-night. Because you're sitting here, you're trying to, hey, a couple bad plays there.
So
it doesn't
it
matter.
looks-
Wilmington
it
got
looks
the ball
like
back.
It's Wilmington's ball.
You still do. I still
He's
think
trying to run
he
with.
is.
He's trying to run with. He is
Yep.
bringing him out now.
Yep.
Grant Mayer going
I
out
know
there.
he does.
But he's trying to run with the ball when you're getting tackled. You got
Yes.
to protect it. When you get
Protect
hit,
it.
protect. Don't try to keep running. Just protect.
Yep. It doesn't matter. They've took it away from him twice. And the thing is, if you're Coach Killen like he did, he pulled him.
Gotta hang
Maybe
on
have
to
a
it.
talk with him. Just
I'm
have a
not
talk with
saying
him.
he's out for the whole
Yeah,
game.
just
but
pull him out.
talk with him, say protect the ball.
Yep.
Protect the ball.
Cam Kimmer to the left here. Are they going to go with quads again here? Are they going 2x2?
So I'm trying to see where it's right at the goal line. So I mean the original line of scrimmage. So it's 25, second down and 10.
I'm surprised they got the ball back there. It looked like Miami Tracer covered, didn't it?
I'm surprised they're taking so much time.
Now, the referees are the one holding things up here, I think.
Well, they're going to go to the booth here, Campus Nation, and get a little
Instant replay.
Actually, you can't really do that. If we had college football, we have a replay here at campusnation.com.
He's over explaining something to our coach.
That's a good thing, though, that we're
Their
doing
coach
college
is on the other
football
side talking
games
to the
too
pitcher.
now, and we have a replay, and we have some things set up we're working on. So it'll be second and what? First
They're
and
going
10
back to
or
first.
second?
They're
What
going
are
back
they
to
for?
first down. What happened here?
What was
Second
the-
and 10.
The referee put up one. They're going to
They
first
put
down.
up one.
Well, it says second and 10 on the scoreboard.
Right.
Inadvertent whistle, so it's first and 10, like
Wow.
you said.
First and 10.
First and 10.
Wow.
It's an inadvertent whistle.
So that means the play didn't even happen.
No.
That's right. So
Scott,
5:51 remaining.
There was no fumble.
But there was no time put back on the clock. So
No, you cannot put time back. Well, they can if they know the time, I think, but I don't know all college rules, and especially high
this
school.
is high school.
I mean, football rules. What I meant to
Pistol
say.
formation, Mitchell in the backfield. Brady rolls to the left, looks to Coomer, hits him.
Great move
Got
by
it down.
Coomer.
Coomer
Broken
keeps his
tackle.
feet.
Gets to the 5.
Coomer is in.
Touchdown. Yes,
Cam
when he went
Coomer.
down, he was on the other
What
player,
an
pulled
end.
over. Coomer made a great after-catch run on there.
Cameron Coomer.
He cut that ball, about
Touchdown.
the 14-yard line?
Great job by Cam
you
Coomer.
replay that
No, we have a flag here. No, it's going to be against
Trace.
Touchdown. Let's see what we have here.
Maybe a hand to the face. It's
Great
close to the
job.
backfield, so.
Cam Coomer's just
Their
been an
coach
animal all
their
day.
coach is pointing back. Their coach just went over and said push him back. So it's against Wilmington.
It is against Wilmington. That was still a great play by Cam Coomer. He caught the ball in a 10. Great job.
Illegal receiver downfield.
An eligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, thank you. Not
All right,
illegal.
so we're back to 14-7.
Wow.
Have to change
what
the
a
scoreboard.
great job, though. Good job by Cam Coomer.
So it's still first down, 1st and 15. Now, Coomer did a great job. He was running like he's going deep. The guy was with him. He just stopped, turned around, and came back, and the man was behind him then. He had a great job of.
3 to the right.
And in the
One
backfield, hands off to Mayer going up the middle.
I think it's a good play call here. We got to make sure we run some timeout. And you know what I mean?
Hang on to the
Hang on
rock.
to the
Well,
rock.
it-
Yes.
Grant was. When you hand it, Grant gets the ball like this, and he's running with the hands like
Yes.
this.
But you don't always have to do run it with both hands. I mean, just hold to the rock.
But when
Hold
you're
on to it.
when you're getting hit by other guys,
Dude, I rushed
Control
for
it.
2,400 yards, brother, and I
Coomer
never
and
once ran like that.
McIntosh to the left, to the right. Mayer in the backfield with the quarterback. He's looking deep, throwing deep. He's wide open.
Coomer!
Little out threw him
through
by
his
about a
hands.
yard and a half. Coomer was 6 yards behind his man.
That was a good route there by Cam
If he'd
Coomer.
just dropped it in,
He was
needs
wide open.
Yep, he was wide open. You got to put that in his money basket. Think
that's
about it.
twice Coomer, and he beat his man, and Coomer's great at running a good route to get open. He can go slow and then cut it in quick with speed.
Well,
and
he's
get away.
he's a gangster, man, and he knows how to
Third and
do it.
11, maybe 12.
2x2.
Third and 12. McIntosh in motion, fumble, and I think Trace has the ball.
They do.
What did you just say, Rick?
Hang on to the rock.
Hold on to the rock,
that
and they
was-
don't turn over. Wilmington,
He was going to pitch, I
443.
think, and as he went like that, the ball just fell. He did not. The
And
quarterback
there,
that time.
there is
did
more
not
than
keep-
enough time to
There
be able
is.
to
Oh
go back
yeah,
down.
make
there's
a good job.
4:43.
Oh.
There's Trace. That's why I said about Wilmington eating up clock. They weren't eating up the clock enough. It seems like they were throwing passes, which was killing the clock. So Wilmington is letting them have a chance to come back in this game.
I can feel Coach Killen's heart beating,
Oh man,
being so mad and
because
aggravated.
Wilmington,
The
I
thing
think,
is,
have a good run right there. They
Self-
might have went for the field goal.
self-inflicted wounds kills everything.
Oh, yeah, you can't have that.
No.
But
That'd
Trace
be-
did a good job.
They did, and they're forcing
Mistakes.
turnovers and mistakes. That's a great job by Trace.
Man in motion. Uh-oh,
Nice
Browning
play
in the
there.
backfield defense. Good
Nice,
tackle by
Grant
Mayer.
Mayer.
Grant
Hey,
Mayer went out there,
also-
got him at the 30-yard line, gained a yard.
Did you see Brooks coming in at tackle?
Yes.
Pushing him outside to Mayer where he has second to contain.
Right.
Coming back in and forcing.
Yeah,
nice job, both.
That was because Mayer makes a tackle. That's who you hear.
Yeah.
But without him doing that,
Yeah,
Mayer,
pushing him out.
pushing
Yeah.
him out back that way.
Yeah, it don't happen. So
Nope.
that's how they work together.
Yep.
That's a great job. 2nd and 8 here. Trace has the ball, 4:10 in the second quarter.
2 in the
trailing
backfield.
by
2
7.
in the backfield. I'm thinking it's Liff, and I can't see who the other guy is. 1 to the right, 2 to the left, or 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 85 is in the backfield. So we got Amore in the backfield along with Liff. Amore ran the ball that time. He got up. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2. 2.
3:42 if you're tuning in here on Campus
Yeah, you
Nation.
gotta be a yard
We are
short.
at Alumni Field here at Wilmington.
Eye of the hurricane.
Trace and Wilmington. Wilmington leading by 7 points.
Again, we got
14 to
Amore and Liff in the
7.
backfield. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And quarterback keeper, and he's going to have the first down at the 40-yard line.
So now,
Clock is moving.
have we had 2 touchdowns scored that were called back on
2.
penalties? Or
Yes.
Okay.
2. And we had Cam's back here, and we had one back. No, actually 1.
1. Okay.
Cam's here.
And then the back, when Willie was running it in, they took it from him. That
Right.
was it. But he was running it in there when they took it.
Yeah.
Stripped him, robbed
So
him.
right now, I would say Wilmington is probably winning on offense, but Trace is certainly winning on defense.
They've
Yeah.
done great tonight.
And if you let a team hang around long enough, they're going to come back. So
Well, they're not just hanging around.
no,
It's
they're right in
14
this
to
game.
7.
What I'm saying is Wilmington could have got a touchdown and got a 2. They're not.
Well, I think Wilmington's just killing themselves.
Themselves.
They are shooting themselves in the foot.
Got about
Their
3.
turnovers is what's killed Wilmington. Not really Trace doing it to them, but they are creating a turnover. But Wilmington's shooting himself in the foot, I think.
Now Trace is using a lot of clock here, but running the ball. But they're going to make sure Wilmington's not going to get the ball back unless there's a fumble or something. But they're not going to. If you stop us, we're going to try to eat up enough clock that you're not going to have time to run the ball.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't want.
They didn't want to
turn
run
the ball
3
back
pass
over.
plays, get out, and then Wilmington get the ball back with 4 minutes on the clock. 1 in the backfield with the coach. That is Liff. Here comes the quarterback around this side. Looks. Now he's going to throw it away. He just threw it away out of bounds.
That was good.
He was outside the box, no intention.
Oh, yeah. Well, now we do have a
Penalty.
penalty.
Got something here.
There was nobody over there. Yeah,
But
this guy
he's
was in the
out.
middle of the field. This
But
guy was in the
now-
middle of the field.
But he was outside the box. It is intentional, granted. You're right. Yeah. But I thought if you're outside the box,
That may not be a high school.
That may be college.
Yes, it may be college. But that's where I was like,
Because there was nobody there.
Nobody. I
And
was
then
like, who
real
you
quickly,
throwing?
89, who was in the middle of the field, ran over here and goes, look, I'm here.
but that's a loss of down
Yes,
and a 15-yard penalty. Should be. $214 here. Split the pot.
So is that the split, or is that you split the 214?
No, 214 split the pot. Winners.
So the winner gets 214.
I didn't get a buy ticket
6, 7,
this
9,
week.
4, 9, 2, 5. The winner here.
I didn't get
If
a
you're at home,
925 at the end. I think Joe Davis got the winning ticket. He's going to split it
They
with
didn't,
the Campus
come
Nation.
up to me this week. I'm going to have to
I know.
see that.
yeah,
It's
usually
okay.
they'll come up to the window and try to hawk their tickets to you, Joe.
Yeah, they always do. Joe's always
Joe's a softie.
he's a sucker for cornrows.
Yeah.
He loves it.
So there's the loss of down.
That is a loss of
Loss
down.
of down.
I know it is.
So it's now 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. 3rd and 7.
Well, that's what it says.
10, 20, maybe 27
Well,
or 30. See, 10,
3rd and
25.
26. 3rd and 26.
26.
3rd and 26.
now I don't see Coach Brian Moore here tonight. I haven't seen him yet.
Well,
he's
if
supposed
Brian,
to be up tonight.
Yeah, if Brian can't make it, then that's all right.
Yep.
We've got 2 other victims that we'll be able to
Victims.
work over.
Let Joe be interviewing him. No, Brian.
So now it's 2:15 left to go. 3rd and long. So now, do they run a running play like a draw or a screen?
Yeah, I would
Which
say
is a
I would say
safe
that
running play, keep the
both
clock
those.
running,
Either-
and try to pick up a
either
lot of yardage.
draw or screen would probably be an excellent, catch. Of
'Cause,
course,
you know,
the
Wilmington-
Hurricanes figuring this out.
Okay, they moved it back. It's 10, 16 yards instead
Yeah.
of
Got to
26.
eat the clock up a little bit. Make Wilmington burn a
It's
timeout.
3rd and 16.
3rd and 16.
You're looking at a
They
run
moved the
right
ball.
here. Maybe and the pistol. I'm looking at a zone read
Misdirection is
here.
going to
Yeah,
happen.
misdirection. Yeah, or a zone read.
One in the backfield. He's going to keep it. He's going to follow. He got
Penalty.
right off the bat. And I don't know if that was Wilmington offsides or not. They, usually they blow it dead if it's off the offense. So I may be
They're
Wilmington.
going to blow it dead anymore.
It's gonna
It
be-
might be a sideline warning here because Wilmington's got to stay off. See the yellow or the white lines?
They
there?
got to be off the
They
orange.
have to be off the orange.
But
for
they look like
official.
they're back. I didn't see anybody move after
They
that.
called it on Wilmington. I don't know what
Well,
it
if it's
is.
the first time, it's only a warning.
So now this must be the Miami Trace band. They have some sharp uniforms.
Oh yeah, they do. They look good.
But the thing is, aren't those like a
Let's see what the call
aren't
is there.
those a blue or a purple or a? I mean, they don't even look like.
No,
yeah,
it's
they're
a
black and
purple.
gold.
It's a it looks bluish, but
It's
they're
almost. It's so dark. It's.
I couldn't see him.
They're beautiful though.
purple. 2 fouls here. Sideline warning, Wilmington. Like I said. And then we
Wow.
have on Wilmington,
It's going to be 1 yard.
we got a holding on the defense, it looks like.
So Chris, that's why we have you, the expert, up here with your eagle eyes and knowing all the plays and all the
Illegal.
penalties.
You can tell kind of, when you're sitting there, and that's why they do. They make those 2 lines there, and one's to stay back, protect our officials.
I didn't hear him on that one. He was telling
No.
what he did. He went like this, and that brought the ball all the way up to the 49-yard line.
It's a
and
3rd
50.
and 1.
So it was either, it could have been a pass interference on the defense. It probably was, but isn't that an automatic first down?
Yeah, if that
Don't
was
you think?
if it was
That's
if
what I
it was
thought,
pass
too.
if it was pass interference, that would have been an automatic first
It
down.
looked like a hold though. He went like this, and then he went like this. But you don't know because he's like back up for a sideline warning. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter either way. 3rd and about 1.5. 2:10 here.
Well, if they'd have kept it back here and stopped them,
14-7.
I look for them to have punted the
Wilmington.
ball.
Can I talk there for a second, Pepe? Go ahead.
You were talking.
All right. I was.
Go ahead, keep talking.
All right.
Come on, kids.
No, 14-7 here. Sorry about that, Joe.
We have a great crowd tonight.
I was just trying to point out that if Wilmington didn't have the penalty and had the warning, but there was no marking,
oh, yeah.
then they would have had 11 yards. If Wilmington stops them at no gain, now they're going to have the ball back here. I can't see them going for it, giving the Wilmington the ball with 2 minutes, so they would have had to punt the ball. Wilmington would have had the ball back and had time. Now they need 1 yard. Even if they don't get it, it's near midfield. They may
2:10's
try to
a
go.
lot of time.
Yeah.
I see your son down there.
Yeah, you see him. He's running.
He's right here.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Hunt these. He had a good game against East Clinton this week,
He's following those girls there.
tearing them up. Oh, he's a player like his dad.
Oh yeah, well, we know that.
3rd
I
and
thought you mentioned
1.5.
my
49. He looks like Joe Davis out there. He's just
He
picking
does.
up all the ladies.
All right, we got 2 in the backfield, 3 left, 1 to the right. Quarterback keeper getting tackled, but he's going to
He
fall.
got it.
He's
He
going
got
to
it.
fall over for a first down.
Yeah.
So they're going to have enough to run the clock out here.
Yeah. Well, they're
But
going to
no,
score. They're not going to.
No, I'm just saying, if they handle the ball, it's going to be either keep the ball till the clock runs out or score.
Yeah.
They don't have to
Setting
give the ball back
chains.
to Wilmington.
No,
I'm
no,
saying,
they're,
down.
they're, they're,
154.
they're not just trying to run clock out.
No, they're not. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to sound like that. I meant they won't have to give the ball back to Wilmington if they don't score. And so it's either them score or nobody score.
Good
2 in the
observation.
backfield. And
45, Brooks again. He is an animal. Look at the freshman, crazy animal.
The boy that was tackling back here in the backfield, him and Six really were going at it. He's like, I just held you. And
Now, did Brooks play last week?
No,
against Valley
Brett
View?
Brooks has started this week.
So he got the opportunity since last week.
Yes, and
he's making the most of it.
if they run a play and it doesn't work, Wilmington gets the ball at midfield with a minute on the clock. They've got.
Do you go get this ball and block it? I do. I'm going to get it right now. I'm blocking this punt. The only reason you got to be safe, but a good safe block.
But then
you don't want to hit the punter.
You just don't want. That's my only fear.
The biggest thing.
My only fear.
That's the only fear I fear. But I would go try to get it because then we get the ball at 35, or then Wilmington gets the ball, not we.
Well, they're showing they're going to go for it again right now. Now they're going to call timeout.
That's what I figured. They're going to talk it over. They're going to punt. They're going to try to do something. But if you're Wilmington, I'm going after.
I tell you what, if they go for it right now, I go after it with everything. You know.
Oh, yeah, you got to go get it. I'm going to get it. That's what I'm doing. It doesn't matter.
Break up this play, blitz at him, and break. And like you said, the way Brooks is playing, oh, my God. And if he blitzes in with his – ain't nobody going to stop him.
So, Brian Moore coming up at halftime. He just got a hold of me.
He is here. He is coming up. Ye of little faith.
Well, I would expect that Brian would definitely be
he
here.
Always does.
You're
yeah,
talking
he is. I didn't see him, so it was like
you're talking two teams from his wheelhouse as far as recruiting.
Yes, right. You figure he's going to be here watching this game big time. All right, 1:04 on the clock, 14-7. Wilmington still leading.
He may be looking
now
at
they're
a
dropping back more of a
Solid.
punt formation. He's not in the quarterback formation. He's back to the 40. Looks like we're going to punt here. It is Tyler Taylor back. And he did punt. It's got Highwind going to the right side. It's going to go out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to go out of bounds around the 25, somewhere between the 30 and 25, my guess.
Joe, you haven't got an opportunity to talk to Coach yet. Do you want to interview him? And you're a pretty good interviewer.
I've got the other two. I don't want to do all three.
I mean, if you want to, only due to the fact.
No, you know
No,
more.
it's all right. I do too.
You're a football guy.
Okay.
I'm a basketball guy.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just making sure I didn't know.
I don't want to take away that from that.
Well, we got 3 interviews coming up. Halftime. Right.
Another stop.
Another flag here. They've been pretty happy here on the flags here. No, it's a timeout, actually. Looks like Trace
called another one.
Calls a timeout. So, 58 seconds here. If you're tuning in here to Alumni Field, Trace is trailing Wilmington Hurricane 14-7. Wilmington has the ball on their own 24-yard line, driving and driving.
Oh, I was going to say, I got you one.
Yeah, we got some chili dogs from Gold Star, me and Judd and Rick. How many we got there? Oh, 5. Give me 2. I want 2.
You want 2?
Don't be taking them. So, yeah. Marion Dotson on the left camera. We got Dean the Machine on the right. Rick, the boss man.
Dean's not asleep yet.
Tom.
He is still standing.
No, Dean actually.
He's over talking, actually.
I know the way he's leaning. I'm not too sure. He could be asleep.
Oh, I see him. He's on it, man.
All right. They're back on the field. We got 1 in the backfield. We got 4 right, 1 left. He's going back. He's looking. Going to throw short. Caught.
Mason
and tackled.
McIntosh. Is that Mason?
That was a 15, wasn't it? Oh, that was McIntosh. That's fine.
You could tell McIntosh, he's that lean, mean fighting machine.
Yeah.
He's got that lean.
Panthers were right on that.
Yes, they were.
Clock is
quickly,
still running.
1 man in the backfield.
Panthers played some good defense today.
They have.
He's looking deep. He's going to cover. Wide open. Cut it. Touchdown. Wilmington. Oh, my gosh. I would have not believed it.
Give it up.
Who did I say?
Cam Coomer.
What did I tell you?
Touchdown.
I said I'd go to Coomer down the middle with all his speed.
What an animal.
He would beat everybody, slowed down, caught the ball, should have been tackled, and then broke it.
Great throw, great catch.
Great throw, great play, great call.
Great everything.
By the way, I called that play.
20-7 here.
We'll give you credit for that, Joe. You did
Be
call.
Moore making his way up. 27 seconds here, first quarter.
And before halftime, that was big.
Great play. That was a great throw.
Big for Wilmington,
Great catch.
not big for Trace.
Did you like that pass? What do you think of that freshman for defense in
Brett
Wilmington?
Brooks, he's tough. Brett Brooks had a great defense. So
All right.
Wilmington takes the lead 22-7. Henry on to
So where do you have your
after.
daughter recruiting tonight?
So at 27 seconds left, the second quarter, we have it 21-7
All right.
Wilmington.
Go ahead. I was getting ready to say you got a guy coming in. That's all I was saying.
He's got the guy coming in.
The man, Brian Moore, Coach Brian Moore. Coach Brian Moore's taking over here. Put him on. All right. Coach Brian Moore joining me here. So here, come out tonight. What a game here to have. What do you think about the game tonight here, Coach Killen and Hurricane here?
Yeah, what a great atmosphere. Every time I've been here, I would think I was at 4 or 5 home games last year. This is my second one this year. Every time I come out here,
And it's hard for us to pick a winner here because
how much energy there is in this stadium.
What do you think about? Oh, sorry, Rick. Go ahead, buddy.
well, we represent both schools. We've got our radio station up in
That's right.
in
Yeah,
Miami
you guys
Trace's
are right,
school
right
district,
in their
right?
backyard. Yeah,
And we're obviously with Wilmington and
yeah. And, they brought a good crowd looking at
Great
the other side
crowd,
over
yeah.
there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So they travel well. There's a lot of pride in football around here, no doubt about it.
Well, that's the thing, county to county. That's what you get. Kind of give you a little bit of gel here, and a lot of you could talk a little crap. People might work together.
Yeah.
Fayette, Clinton County, doing things like that. What do you guys think of tomorrow about Earlham Quakers here? What do you think?
Well, we are excited. A lot of young kids, so you never know what you're going to get in week one, especially with a bunch of 18-year-olds running around out there. But excited seems to be the big word for everybody in week one.
Okay, it's going to be a touchback here, Wilmington. So Trace is going to take over on their own 20 here. Second quarter, 27 seconds. 21-7. Miami Trace Panthers are trailing Wilmington Hurricane. Coach Brian Moore here on the headset with us. Head coach at Wilmington College, took over last year. First game last year, they beat Earlham Quakers. One of his good wins. That was a great win.
so we're keeping the bowl this year. I
Yeah.
hope.
So what?
That's the plan.
That's right.
What do you think about House Barrett doing at quarterback? No, we talked a little bit the other night, but
Yeah, he is the consummate leader for a sophomore, a kid that's never started a varsity game. He was voted captain as a sophomore. We talked about it all week because we want to see emotional intelligence. We're seeing a lot of young kids, not just our freshmen, but our sophomores that are starting some of their first games. We want to see kids that are ready for the moment, that are not emotionally wrapped up into one play or one series, that can handle the excitement of a first game, their first start, that could not just handle the positives that go with it, but handle the negatives that are going to happen in every football game, especially in week one, and get those kids to grow up and mature as fast as possible. And that's the biggest thing. Are we a different program in week one this year than we were 365 days ago? And that's certainly what we're hoping from top to bottom, is you see a more mature, well-coached football team.
now you have 86% of your team as freshmen, sophomores. I think it is. Is it
Yeah, you're
86%?
correct. Yeah.
And 75 freshmen. What have you done? Have you got a lot of? Who's the freshman coming in? Kind of key players working with this year that people's got to look out. I know you had to replace Luke Credit. With Barrett and them. Some of the guys that's stepping in and leading the team here.
Yeah, I mean, the guys we talked to the other night, our Massey kids, Weston Trampler and Luke Richardson and Christian Pointer are all going to get their opportunities on Saturday. Johnny Shampton's a kid that kind of blew our doors off, came in from Xenia.
Xenia.
Was an offensive guy mostly in high school. We moved him over to strong safety, and he's going to be in the mix. He's going to be rotating in our dime packages and stuff like that. So there's a host of guys that are in that freshman class that are going to be contributing, and it's just going to be a matter of how quickly. We got a couple really, really good running backs. One of them's kind of a local guy from Carlisle High School. DJ Chambers is coming in, and probably one of the fastest kids in the state, and he's going to have some opportunities tomorrow too to see if it translates into the college game.
So what do you think this year? Who's the leaders on the pack this year? Coming back, watching last year, you had some great leaders.
Right.
Henry. We had a lot of good players last year. Well, who's the guys coming back this year that you expect to carry them on their shoulders?
Yeah, and there's 6 of them right now that I think that our players really, really look up to, and Kyle Barrett being one of them, that sophomore class. Our starting Mike linebacker is going to be starting his first game. Actually, him and Kyle were high school teammates So our starting Mike linebacker will be in that mix. A kid from Little Miami transferred to us from Thomas More, Dusty Likens, was a quarterback for us last year, has transitioned into inside linebacker.
Nice.
It's a guy that's got to take on a huge role there. Then we've got, Gino Hinton's a senior running back, a big physical kid that in a game against Earlham, where last year we broke the school rushing record, we're going to count on him to carry
Gino's
the ball
tough.
that low.
He is.
He's a handful. He runs he runs behind his pads and his knees. He's tough to get a good shot on, and he's well over 200 pounds and strong. So.
What do you guys look for Earlham to come out and do this year? Do you think they're going to switch it up? They had a quarterback last year that was really good. You said he was a really good kid. We was talking last year.
Yeah, one of my
Great.
favorite
You
players
watched it, one of your favorite
Yeah.
players. What do you think they're going to do this year in sense of bringing it into?
Yeah, we hope they do pretty much everything they did last year. They got all their coaches back, all their coordinators are back. That quarterback last year accounted for 85% of their total offense, and he's gone. And he's gone.
Yeah.
So at least last year was just one guy. You got one guy to worry about. Now, without him being there, we don't know where that transitions to. They'll have a freshman quarterback. We have his high school film. We don't have any college film on him, obviously, so we don't know exactly, is he a throw guy, a run guy, or what's going on there. So, but defensively, we're counting on them being pretty much the same that they were last year, and they'll overload the box on you. They're always going to have one more guy in the box and you can block, and they're going to force your quarterback to make some decisions on the perimeter.
What do you guys have? You guys made a lot of adjustments from, your offense this year with Barrett at quarterback. Now, have you guys switched anything up, or are you going to basically, give them about the same? You don't have to talk about
without
it too
giving
much.
too much away.
I don't want to
no
give
doubt
too
about
much
it. Last year Luke was a senior.
Yeah.
And Luke had poise, and he was a great competitor, and he could make a lot of plays on his own.
Yeah.
And that was over years of seeing that, and just a tough kid. With him being gone, Kyle, we really try to simplify things. He's not the pocket passer that Luke was, but he's still a very good runner. Not a powerful runner, but he can run. And so we're going to try to use that a little bit, incorporate the run game as well, give him some options to get out of the pocket. And then we give him multiple options.
Yeah.
Multiple options to allow him, he's very cerebral, to lock into a pre-snap of, hey, I know this option is eliminated, so now I've got these two options. So we've worked a ton on not, hey, here's all of your options, but more or less eliminating some of the options pre-snap based on alignments. So to make him more comfortable.
Now, how comfortable, your family, you got a wonderful wife, she's a nice lady, you guys all great, love Coach Philly, you guys moving in this area, you've been here a year. Do you feel a lot more comfortable this year being in this community? Do you feel like, it's home, it's home
oh,
right
it does.
now?
It does. Even last year, I tell you what, Chris, last year I felt so welcomed.
Yeah.
Just by you yourself personally in the radio show we did, I felt a great relationship there. But the community itself was really accepting to change, a different personality, a different voice.
Building up around.
Yeah. And now that we've been here a year, and my whole staff's been here a year, I think everybody feels like this is the blue-collar town we thought it was going to be, and that we want to coach and recruit out of.
And the thing is, where did you get basically your staff, most of the kids that you recruited from, where's most of your kids recruited from? Do you go just strictly in, a certain area that or do you come here? Because I know you've started developing around here.
Right, yeah. Like, for me personally, it was important to recruit
local.
That 30-mile radius from here, which we call the state of Wilmington.
Yeah.
That's my area. That's my baby. I want local kids to believe in me and buy into me and play for me. But then, Philly hit. Philly brought 20 guys in from Columbus. When we got here, we had one kid on the roster from Columbus in the whole program, and now we got 20 freshmen. We brought 14 in from Cincinnati. We brought 12 in from Dayton. And we got into Lexington, Louisville.
12 in from Dayton?
Yeah, so I think we hit the right area. Yep. So we hit the right area and got the right kids, and I think over time that's going to pay off.
Well, Coach, we got another interview here coming in here. She's going. It's good having you. You guys, 2 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be there.
Oh, man, looking forward to it. Make sure you find me.
I will.
You got it.
See you,
take
Coach.
care, Chris.
Thank you, buddy.
just I went in the first quarter.
All right. Back on the air here. This is Joe Davis, and I've got with me junior from Wilmington High School golf team. My mind went totally blank for a second. Jack Murphy. Known Jack since he was a little tiny kid. He used to play ball for my son.
Oh, yeah.
And great kid. I remember these big glasses, and he comes up with no glasses on. He goes, no, I don't need glasses anymore. It's like, wow, that's great. I got so good. I hear you did a special feat recently for Wilmington High School golf.
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna let you tell everybody. What did you do? That was
Yesterday I had a hole-in-one on number 6 at Snow Hill Country Club in a golf match.
That was going to be a question. What hole and what club? So it's number 6 at
Snow
Wilmington
Hill.
at Snow Hill, which is close to New Vienna,
Yep.
where I grew up, and hit a hole-in-one.
Yep.
When's the last time? And you may know or not know the last time anybody from Wilmington golf team hit a hole-in-one.
I do not know.
It may not. I don't know if it ever happened at all. And
I haven't heard about it.
so we're. I want to congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
How is the golf team doing, and how are you doing personally, other than the hole-in-one?
The golf team is doing great. We're leading the league right now. Everybody on the team is putting in the time and putting in the practice to be good, and it's obviously showing out on the matches. And I'm playing great too, along with the team. And
Hey, Rick. Yes. Hearing him. Okay, go keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah, our team's doing great.
You
We're
can't
leading the
hear
league
him?
right now.
Can you?
Yeah.
I'm so close. Maybe that's it.
That's it.
Go ahead.
And I'm leading the league in the strokes, and so is our team. So
Okay, great. That is
Yep.
excellent.
Team's doing great.
So the team's doing great. You're
Yep.
doing great. What's your average?
I think my average as of now, after my round yesterday, is 36.
36.
Yes.
That's after 2 holes for me if I would go out and play golf. So that's excellent. Yeah, Jason, you ought to call Jason up and ask him to go play golf sometime.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
definitely.
I taught Jay. It's one of the things that Dad does. I taught my son how to play golf, and now he can kill me in golf. Hey, he hasn't played for a while. He did play in a tournament with me last year, which I played in a quad. I'll go out with one of those where take everybody else's
Yeah.
shot, and I'll come in and chip and putt. I'm
Like
good
a
at chip and
scramble?
putting. I'm great at scrambles, but I'm a chip and putter, and then I'll help everybody else that way. But anyway, we're going to get Jack Murphy, Wilmington High School junior, on the golf team. Hit a hole-in-one, hole 6, Snow Hill Country Club. We appreciate your
Thank
time,
you.
and thank you again, Jack,
Hey,
for coming
thank
up.
you.
Thank you. Hand this to her.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Nice seeing you again, buddy. Again, I was able to interview her recently at a volleyball match, and then I turned around and refereed her at a volleyball match. Didn't have to yellow card her or anything. And now I'm getting to interview her again. Again, this is Jenna Persinger. I'm going to make sure I'm pronouncing that right. From Wilmington High School varsity volleyball. It's her first year. Team is doing great. I'm going to turn it over to you, but I wanted to say one thing. I've had a couple teams that's played you, and I've been and mentioned Wilmington, and they go, "Wow, Wilmington is so different from last year." That's what everybody talks about. Now I'm going to let you talk about the girls and your season.
Well, thank you. That really means a lot, and that's really good to hear. That's really encouraging. We are off to a great start. We've had a tough beginning to our schedule. We've played 6 games in 10 days, and for a team that's just kind of coming together and learning to mesh and work together, that's been a really tough, grueling schedule for them. My girls have handled it phenomenally, and I can't say enough about the effort and dedication that they put into this program, not only in the off season, but just this first couple weeks of our schedule. We're starting out our season 2-5, which isn't obviously a tremendous record, but for the past few seasons, it's definitely an improvement.
Yes.
So we are very pleased. We've gotten our first 2 wins in our first 2 weeks. So
Who'd you beat?
we have beaten Georgetown,
Okay.
and on Monday we beat Franklin.
Franklin. Okay, so one was a league game. Georgetown's not in your league?
They're on the,
They're
up
in
at
the,
the
they're
division,
in the,
right?
the other
they're in the
division.
division.
I don't know everybody who's in
Right,
what division
right.
in that league. So I was thinking maybe they were.
No.
So and then
We're
you beat
still
Franklin.
looking-
I got
right.
Franklin coming up myself. So,
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
No, they did a great job. It was a tough team. We had to fight. Our last match went 23-25. Or I'm sorry, our last set went 23-25, but we were able to pull it off in 3. All of my girls saw the floor that night, and they all did a great job. It was truly a team effort.
The one game I was at, and I think it's the one I watched, you were playing Xenia, you went 26-24, 20, 25-21, 25-20. Every game, 20 was the least amount of any game. So that showed me right there. They've got heart. They don't give up, and they're learning a lot.
Right. We've had 2 league matches so far. We've lost to Clinton Massey. And
I had
then
Massey.
Last night we were at Batavia. We lost in 4 sets, so we were able to come away with a set, which I thought was a huge improvement for our girls.
And I asked Clinton Massey's coach, who are the better schools in the league this year? And she said, of course, she didn't say herself. She was talking about the other schools.
She's modest.
But Batavia is one of the teams she brought up as being one of. So again,
Batavia's
you just
2-0 in the league
you just
right
played
now.
two of the top teams in the league, and they're in the are Massey and them on the other.
No, they're our side.
They are on your side.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're 0-2 in the league right now. We've lost
That's
to
right.
Massey
You're
and
Wilmington.
Batavia.
I'm thinking. Sorry,
No, it's
Max
okay.
Reichel. So
It's okay,
for
but-
some reason, my mind's drifting to another school. But yeah, you're Wilmington, and so yeah, they are in your league.
They are, but we were able to come
That's
away
why I
with a
thought
set.
Georgetown was in. My mind's in
No.
East Clinton,
Yeah.
over there. And
It's okay. We were able to come away with the set, and our girls showed a lot of heart and fight, and we made it to 21 one set, 19-18. So
Now,
we're in
we have a little bit of a break right now.
We do.
So you play Tuesday next week, I'm guessing?
No, we do not play until Thursday.
You don't play
We've
Thursday.
got a
I
little
got a
bit
game
of a break.
Tuesday, but you don't play till Thursday. So you do have a long break here.
We do.
Are you giving them some time off, or are they going to be right back practicing?
Oh, I'm that coach that made them practice tonight. We had a short practice after school this evening, but we're going to take the weekend off, and I'm giving them Labor Day off. So we need this little break. We've played a lot of volleyball in the first 2
it's
weeks.
not a bad
so
thing to do sometimes.
we're going to take a little break, and then I think we'll come in refreshed and ready to work on some of the things that we've
Tuesday,
seen.
Wednesday, you'll
Tuesday,
be back,
Wednesday,
and then
we go to Western Brown.
And I think that's a good thing to do there.
Yes.
So who do you have next coming up? Do you know your schedule enough to know who you got the next?
I do. We actually go to Western Brown next Thursday, and then we go to Felicity Franklin that Saturday.
Say that again.
We go to Western Brown on Thursday, and then we go to Felicity Franklin that Saturday. We've got New Richmond coming up. And
so we got some league matches coming
We do.
up.
We're going to play. So we've got 2 league matches.
I think they're going to be surprised by you.
I hope so.
Maybe they played somebody else and been telling them about you, but I think they're going to be a little bit of surprise. May I ask you real quickly, what do you think about tonight's football game?
Of course, obviously, with me being a teacher at Miami Trace, I'm very close with a lot of our kids. So I just like to see all the kids come out and compete.
We said going in, I said she's going to be up here with her heart both ways.
I am.
She's
And
from
I
Miami
told
Trace.
Joe, don't make her make the
Please
commitment.
don't put me
I
on
did
the
not say
spot.
the commitment. I just said, are you liking the game?
I want to make an observation as far as this. I have heard that some of the better athletes, as far as female athletes, are choosing volleyball over soccer because they're seeing this change. So you may be pulling some athletes to your sport for the very reason that you're now the head volleyball coach.
I mean, I hate to compete with other sports because I want to promote everyone.
But you do.
And that's the great thing about being a part of the Hurricane family. I've gotten to work with the basketball coach and the soccer coach, and they've all been very welcoming, and it's been a huge blessing to get to work with them. So I never want to necessarily pull kids, but the fact that there's interest in our program, that really does mean a lot to me. I have great assistant coaches. I have great middle school coaches that are all really invested in what we're doing and have a true heart for and a passion for what we're trying to instill in these girls, and just getting them to come out and work and enjoy the game. So the fact that we are maybe inspiring a few more girls to come out and join us, that really does mean a lot to me.
You have 2 girls that I'm aware of. Now, you may be others that are basically basketball players that have switched over.
Well, they can do both
I
basketball
don't
and
mean
softball.
switched over.
I did recruit a couple basketball players. You're right.
I misquoted myself there. Who have decided to also play, because I've seen that. I used to referee basketball and I referee volleyball, and I'd go in and see girls from that I had in volleyball, and I'd see them playing basketball, so they can play both. These are girls who had chosen basketball as their sport, and now are also playing volleyball.
And I'm really appreciative.
And I'm interested in. I thought they both played well.
Yes.
When on the times they got in, knowing what they're supposed to do. I have you later in the season. I think it's on a Monday and then followed up on a Tuesday, back to back again. I don't know why he does that to me, but my assigner gave me 2 back-to-back games. Again, it's going to be a little later from now. It's going to be interesting to see. Okay, I want to see the change. Keep going.
I was saying we're improving each week, and the girls are just every game, every match. There's something that we focus on. So we focused a lot on our net play and our blocking and being aggressive, and they were able to come through with that last night. So each match we pick something different to focus on. We're still learning the game. We're still learning a lot of aspects, but I think we're going to be a different team come midseason. I'm really excited to see what they can do.
Like I said, I told you I had you guys last year I watched you. And when I first had you this year, I was like, wow, this is not the same Wilmington team I saw in the past. And the other teams are saying that to me because I asked Massey and I asked another school that had played you, and I said, hey, what do you think of Wilmington? And both of them said, wow, they are improved. And, so it's being noticed,
Well,
not
thank you. I
only by
appreciate
certain
that.
people, but
Right.
the other teams.
Well, and the other thing, remember, and this is Joe, WZAA is in Fayette County, so we broadcast in the Miami Trace School District on top of it. So we don't have a dog in this fight right,
Right,
now,
right.
not
We're
tonight.
rooting for both
So we're
teams.
all together.
Right.
And we're trying to, we do Wilmington home games a lot, and now Trace is coming in. I know the Wilmington players. I coached a lot of these guys on track myself when I was a track coach here. So it's the names flow out. So, and if I get excited, I'm doing something. I'm not trying to downgrade Miami Trace.
Right,
It's just
no,
that
no.
I know Wilmington more, but
And we
when
will
they've
give
done
them
a great
your
play,
phone
we built
number,
them up.
Joe.
Said, man, that was a great play by the.
send all comments to.
It is very good to have you as part of the Wilmington family.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Right. And Troy Deals, we're working out a plan to try to get you maybe completely over here. I know that's going to be impossible because you love your job at Miami Trace.
I really
You've told
do.
me that more than once.
I really do. I'm very happy right now. I'm getting the best of both worlds. I love being
That's
a
true.
Hurricane. I love
That's
my
right.
team, and I love being a part of this athletic program.
Kind of
and
like
I also
us.
love my
Fayette and
Panthers.
Clinton
So.
County. Great. All right.
Well, like me.
Jenna, thanks
I'm wearing
for
a Wilmington shirt tonight. I coached bowling at East Clinton. I did coach basketball at Massey, so in the county I've just been everywhere. So, and I lived in Blanchester at one time, so I've been all around this county. So
For me, it's really all about the kids. I love working with the kids, and to get to work in both districts and be a part of all of this, it's really just a huge blessing to me.
That's
I'm
right.
enjoying every
and the
minute
kids
of it.
from watching them with you, they've bought into your
Yeah,
program.
they're inspired. You can see that.
Thank you.
When
Yeah.
you talk, they listen.
Thank
That's
you.
right. Yeah, that's what you look for to coach. Yeah. So we're really
So,
excited.
Anyway, you want to cut this? All right.
Thank you again,
Thank you
Jeff.
guys so
you
much
again.
for having me.
Again, we had, excuse me, I don't want to mess it up. Jenna Persinger. I'm known to say the wrong name at the wrong time, even though I know somebody for 30 years. Jenna Persinger, the head volleyball coach for Wilmington High School. And if you haven't been out, either do one of two things. Get to Wilmington High School, watch the volleyball program if you like, and watch these girls play. It's exciting. It really is exciting volleyball. And if you can't get to a game, pull it up on Campus Nation and watch it there, which I did both.
I've done it too.
Well, congratulations,
Thank
and I
you so
hope
much.
hope you do well the rest of the season.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we got 36 seconds left in the half. And it starts the second half. It'll be both teams are now on the field do a little warming up. Miami Trace will get the ball first in the second half. Wilmington scored just before halftime to take a 21-7 lead. So for those maybe didn't get to pull us in earlier and are turning on, want to know what's going on, Wilmington is leading 21-7. It's been a hard-fought game. And Wilmington's offense has been doing very well, and Miami Trace has been moving the ball, but Wilmington's defense has stepped up when needed to today most of the time, except for one drive, and it's 21-7 right now. They put some time back on the clock to give the boys time to warm up. We're now back up to 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So we got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock to do some warming up, and we'll see. If Trace gets the ball on the first drive, if they can march down the field and get a score, we're back fighting into a fighting fight here. If Wilmington's able to get them like 3 and out, get the ball back and go down and score, we could open this up a little bit. Which way is it going to happen? I'm technically really not rooting for either way. I'm just saying there are two options here. Let's see which one comes about, or either one. And
Well,
I'm hoping for a good, tight, close ball game.
We have seen that already. We have seen what we look at as far as Campus Nation and WZAA. We look at competition that is close, that is well played. That's what we've had.
And it's fun to be up in the booth on the close game. When you get to
switching headsets here. We've got Chris Wisecup
When
back
you get to
in
when it gets to be a 45-7 or something like that game,
yeah, you lose
it's
interest.
not fun. It's not fun to do them up here, really.
Yeah. And you've got some of those. They happen occasionally. You know, you can't avoid that completely. That's part of being in sports.
I don't see that happening today.
But tonight, we knew even before this game started that tonight's game was really going to be a good game, and we've been treated to that so far in tonight's football game. So you're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school, college, and, of course, professional sports. Tomorrow night, we are in Cincinnati. We are at Mount St. Joseph University. We will be featuring them with the Capital Crusaders of the OAC. This game of the week will start early tomorrow night. I think we start at 5:30 with a 6 o'clock kickoff in Cincinnati. We will look forward to doing this game. This will be the first of 2 games that we do at Mount St. Joe. And this is a new association that we've developed this year. We hope it'll grow. We obviously would like to see maybe doing other sports. They've got basketball and other baseball. So as we do with many schools, we will do a couple football games maybe the first season, and then we expand that. Just sort of like we did with Urbana. Urbana, we did 1 game last year. This year we're doing 5. Urbana actually, we told them if they could include a Thursday night game that we could do maybe a couple games this year. So what did they do? They changed their schedule this year to have 3 Thursday night opening games, and so we're doing 5. And that's the kind of great response we get from a lot of these schools at the high school and the college level with Campus Nation as we continue to get a little bigger and better, and we try to bring you multiple camera angles and all the other good stuff that you don't typically see on a high school or college broadcast.
No, and 3 cameras, good views. Can I get my string, Bubby? Sorry.
I'm trying to push it
Sorry
around.
about that. And starting here in the second half, Wilmington is leading 21-7. 2 touchdowns being scored. Ryan Camp and Cam Coomer has 2. Ryan with 1. Brady Evans with both of the touchdown passes. Trace scores.
Cam Coomer actually has 3, but 1 was brought back.
Yeah, 1 was brought back. Yeah, you're right. So Wilmington's going to be kicking off here at Alumni Field, leading by 14. This is going to be an interesting
drive right here.
Rory Bell kicking off. What a leg Rory has.
He does.
He does. Look, another touchback. Rory Bell has a leg that he could go to the next level and kick. As long as his accuracy and things it stays, pure, next year it's going to really show. So here it goes. Trace will be 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. They have 80 yards to go. Chris Custis in the lineup here.
Yeah, we haven't had
He has Chris has got a broken hand now. He broke his finger, his pointer finger. Yeah, I forgot to tell you
last
that.
year last week he was holding the hand. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's playing DN now, and that's it. They can't.
He also last week he didn't tell the coach he had hurt his shoulder before the game and told his mom not to tell anybody, and he had a great game.
Oh, great game.
So
he's a tough kid, though. So 1st and 10, tracing a pistol, man in motion on high. Hands off to the fullback, brought down by number 45.
Sort of a gang tackle there.
And also, rock hold. So Trace picks up, they about break even there, 11:45.
Brett Brooks zoomed in there and grabbed him, and then a host of Wilmington helped bring him down.
Great job. Brett's had a great game today. He's got 6 tackles. He's great. Trace lines up 2 by 2. They're in the pistol. Man in behind is that 25?
I can't see it.
We will see it when he turns.
28.
28. That's lift.
Rolls right.
Oh, through the
pass through the hands of number 9.
Yeah, 28 is lift. L-I-F-F.
Lift.
L-I-F-F. Lift.
Okay, lift.
Like laugh, but lift.
That was Joshua Gilmore. Sorry, in the press box here, we don't have much lighting here.
Well,
keep
no,
the
it's
lights
dark
off.
up here. That's why. The second half.
It's so hard to see. So
that's why I was trying to go with this yellow highlighter and trying to see if that would help me pull up some of these names, but it's difficult.
Isn't that tough? So Trace got the ball here, 3rd and 10. Starting the second half, don't look too good the first 2 plays. The first play there was a run, stuffed at the line, second in and out of the hands of number 9 here. Trace going to line back up. 2-by-2 in the pistol formation, man behind. Wilmington in a 4-2 defense. Brought back pass over the middle. In and out.
Man. Oh, God. Through the one hand, through a defender's hand, through another offensive hand. That was exciting right there.
Any one of 3 players could have snagged that.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. It was like, caught. No. Intercepted. Caught.
Well, it was a one-digit number.
One.
No, it's a two-digit number. Of course, not only is it dark up here, but their uniforms are black with a dark orange with no trim around it, and that's hard to pick up.
Yep.
I hope Wilmington, and when the next time they buy uniforms, doesn't ever go back to black.
Go with white numbers. So Wilmington 2-by-1. Mitchell at fullback in the pistol formation with Mayer behind. Hands off to Mayer. Nice block. They pick up about 2. Yeah. Second and third and 3.
He's doing a good job of protecting the ball when he goes through that middle. I mean, if nothing else, he's not going to give the ball up. Is what after seeing it happen, that's one thing he's not going to want to do.
Yeah, and of course Willie has had some bad. First half he had 2 turnovers there. Well, one was a definite turnover, but the second one ended up getting called dead there. So Wilmington 2-by-1. Looks like Mitchell in the fullback position. Brady in the pistol. Hands off to Mayer. Nice block. Mayer gets smoked
hard. He was going to look like he was about ready to break a hold. All of a sudden, someone stepped in and
that's that lift
64,
again.
I think
lift.
it was.
No, 28 lift. And 64.
Yeah, 64 got up there. So one of them hit him hard. I meant him in 28.
And 64, the 64, who's that?
It looked like the hole was open, and boom, it was closed.
Kenny Wolf. He's a wolf.
So Wilmington going to punt here, or?
Looks like McIntosh in the back at gun. They're probably going to go for it. Nope, they're going to pooch kick it.
There's nobody back.
No, nobody back.
It's going to roll in the end zone? Yes.
So we'll start back at the 20 again.
Yeah, 20. Wilmington would like that ball to roll dead about the 2 to 3 yard line right there.
Well, you guys had some good interviews at halftime.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Well, how'd your 2 interviews go, Joe?
I thought they went well. I just sat back and let them talk most of it.
Yeah.
The boy, the high school boy, not going to talk a lot, but I knew
he got him a hole-in-one. What was the hole-in-one on?
Hole 6 at Snow Hill.
What was it, a 3?
3-par, I'm sure.
Yeah, 3. It had to be 3, but that was awesome. And the local kids here, and I know how you care about all our local kids. You coach here, you coach bowling, you coach track, you've refereed volleyball, refereed everything. I mean, you do care about our youth, and that's one thing I like about doing this game and broadcasting with you. You care about people.
Yeah.
So 2-by-2 in the pistol formation. Trace is man behind lift, gets the handoff. Lift to the left. Lift to the outside. Lift breaks a tackle. Going to the left side. Ooh, ran out of bounds.
They stretched him wide with no gain, but then all of a sudden, right at the end, he gains about 3 yards. Yeah, is it Mayer? Mayer's the quarterback. Tyler Taylor. They got a Mayer on the team, too. Taylor's the quarterback. Lift the running back.
8:50 here in the third quarter, 21-7. Trace has the ball again after their first 3 and out. And Wilmington's 3 and out after they punt. The Miami Trace Panthers are driving here in the third quarter, second and about 9, a long 9.
And it could have been longer.
Yeah, it could have been.
Just a good run if that was Lift, that was a great run because he just kept the legs moving.
He's a big kid. So they're in a pistol, man in motion. Fakes. The quarterback's going to keep it.
Pitch. And he goes out of bounds. That's where he goes
Where'd he run out there, Joe?
Looks like about 35.
Yeah.
Yep, marked right on the
they're going to mark it back. I thought he came up to about the 40, really.
Yeah. No, I thought it was about 37 myself.
Oh, really?
But from here to the outside, you can't tell.
Yeah, it's hard, yeah.
I was just going by body action, and so it's going to be 3rd and long. About 7, almost 8. They're going to say 7 on the scoreboard, 7.5.
They're 2-by-2, man in motion, pistol formation, fakes to Lith, goes to the right.
Fumble! He got it back.
It's number 32 there. Comes up for Wilmington. Who's that? Dom Davison.
And Dom. Way to go, Dom. Joshua Gilmore was the one they pitched to. Was not a good pitch. went out of his hands, and he was able to fall on the ball. Number 9 for Miami Trace.
Dom Davison works hard. He's a young kid. He is,
Not the tallest boy out there, but he'll give you heart more than anybody out there.
Yes, sir. 4th and long 9. And they're going to be back to punt here. It's number 3.
They always show you that looks like they're going to run, then they drop back. And they can still run from that. Ball's going to skip up, picked up by Coomer.
Coomer takes it over the 35, over the 40. We got a flag.
We got a flag over here against 32.
That's Dom Davison. What do you think that was, Joe?
I was watching Coomer.
Maybe a hold. I couldn't see it there. I don't know what it was. No.
It's going to.
It's on. No, it's on them. They was holding Dom.
Yeah, he said
holding or something. Or.
Well, he went like this, then he. So he looked at Wilmington, he poured it toward Trace like he's telling Wilmington it's against Trace. Wilmington over here doing a sugar huddle.
What do you think Scott's in the Coach Killen's in the huddle saying right now?
Keep your head up. Don't lose the ball. Keep it churning.
And that's the big thing they've
Don't
had.
make any mistakes.
Exactly.
I mean,
and see, Trace has done a great job tonight forcing turnovers. Great
now
job
they're
by
marking
Miami
against
Trace.
Wilmington.
Yeah, it might be a hold maybe on Dom Davison, number 32, I believe.
First he points.
Yeah, he pointed
Personal
toward
foul.
about the 2-yard line.
Great run by Mayer.
So
shows what he can do when he's healthy.
Yes. I think I'm going to keep this on the ground right here and pound it. You have to.
Yep.
Put some fullback in here. You might want to get a fullback. Kind of, looks like they're going to give it back to Mayer. Or they'll probably run zone right here.
Well, even if you brought in Brooks right now, just be your lead blocker.
Yep. 3 by 1, 3 to the right. Brady takes it. Hands off to Mayer up the middle.
fell
Touchdown.
Yep. Touchdown, Wilmington. It's going to be 27-7 with the kick coming.
This
with
place is
5:14 on the clock.
This place is rumbling now, ain't it, Joey?
Yes, it is.
Got some music coming up here. 5:14 at Alumni Field. 27-7. Henry is going to set to kick
There goes
it.
the flags running.
Brady Henry attempts the point after. Kick is up. Good. Give it to him.
He gets that up quick.
28-7.
I keep seeing these guys coming in, but that ball, when he kicks it, it goes up.
It soars. When you got a kicker like Rory Bell and
Oh my gosh. Other teams years ago, the ball would get rolled past. Nobody would go get it. Ball would be laying there. I'm like, go get the ball. And the referee's going to get it. So someone told me, as soon as the ball breaks the plane, it's dead.
Yeah, but I want to score a 103-yard touchdown.
I wouldn't love to do that.
I knew I'd love to.
Well, can you imagine if he was able to run that ball? Where would he? I mean, he may have took that thing and went.
Yeah, could have. You never know. And
see what happens. That's the difference in catching that ball 3 yards in the end zone instead of catching it on the 2-yard line. If that kick doesn't go into the end zone, he may.
Trace is going to do what we was talking about, Joe. Like you said, what do they do? 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation. Man in the backfield, 1 to the left. Hands off.
Nope.
No, he pitches to outside the lift. But no, who's
they
there?
Lost yardage on
That's
that one.
number 8 there and right there. Look at that.
We're going to stop the ball at the 40, so that's a 6-yard loss.
Talking about Chris Custis again there. Look, Chris was right there.
Almost a 7-yard loss because it's on the other side of the 40, but we're going to say 6.
Great job.
The nose of the ball is touching the 40, and they got to get to the 44 of Wilmington. So they're on their own 40, got to get to the 44 of Wilmington for a first down. So we got 10 and then another 6. So there's 16.
2 by 2, pistol formation, single back.
And if Logan looks up, sees the ball, he could run over and intercept it possibly. Yeah. But do your job, and his job was not to let that man get to the ball.
Exactly. 3 by 1, 3 to the right, man and pistol. Hands, nope. He fakes
it.
Quarterback keeps.
Man.
Woo! Big Brooks.
As Brooks got in there, he turned. He faked the guy out that was going to pass, and he turned to run, and Brooks just came through and leveled him.
Dude, Brooks is an animal, isn't he?
Oh, man.
That was a good adjustment there by Scott Killen this week. And you know he's going to figure it out. Scott will figure it out. Coach Killen will. So 2:36, 28-7 here.
Well, see,
Alumni
again,
Field.
here's a
Wilmington's
freshman
leading.
coming. So we're talking about the losing.
52 right there. What? That's the best block I've seen all year.
Well, they were after the play, so whatever it is.
Austin Brummett. Austin Brummett made one of the best blocks.
Oh, it did. Of course, we
Cam
look back
Taylor
there. So,
leading. What are we going to go down to? I don't think that may be against the Hurricane.
I don't know. You
Well,
know,
it
could've been.
couldn't have been during the play.
No,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
think.
It had to have been after.
It was
'cause
after the
threw it
touchdown.
They
out.
were thrown after he crossed the plane.
Yes, exactly.
And was back here around the 10-yard line, and he's already at the back of the end zone with the ball. So
that was a great
somebody
blocking
either got
downfield.
upset at the touchdown,
All right,
or
so here's-
somebody from Wilmington turned to block, or we don't know.
We'll go to the officials here for
I don't
our
want to assume anything here. Be wrong.
final
that last
judgment here. Let's hear what they have to say. Scott's a little pissed. P.O.'d. Sorry, excuse my language.
A 35-7 lead. Again, I don't know what happened here. Kid may have hit you in the back, and you turned around and just. Well, I don't know what happened. But when you got a lead, you got to keep your composure.
Yes, and it's not all about getting in somebody's face. Yeah. And maybe that's not what happened.
I don't know what happened, but it was something against us. But the guy, you just scored a touchdown. Don't do anything. To be flags after the play, that's not going to be for an illegal block in the back, but that's going to be personal foul.
Yes, you don't want any self-inflicting wounds right now. So Wilmington here in the third quarter, 154 going to place the kickoff. Rory Bell has had 3 or 4 touchbacks already.
All right.
What a leg he has.
Now, this may be marked back. We're going to go back.
Yeah, they're going back.
Roy's putting it on the 40 because the referee goes, no, boys, we're going back here.
I want to see what kind of
I
leg
think
he
it's
has.
the 25-yard line.
Yeah, 25.
That's 15.
Personal foul.
25.
Yeah, that'll be a
Now, he's been
15-yard
kicking
penalty,
to
though.
the end zone from the 40.
Where do you think he goes here?
I'm going to say
You
at
think
least.
he's
I'm going to say
giving
the 10-yard line at least.
I bet he puts it over him.
I
Watch
watched
this.
him put it through the uprights on the 40-yard line.
I didn't say wouldn't. I said 10
But
yards.
Trace-
at least.
Trace-
I would say the 10-yard line.
Trace does have an
I agree
excellent
with you.
But I'm
opportunity
not-
to run this back.
Yes, they do. Trace has my heels would be at 10 if I was Trace
Yeah,
right now.
a couple years ago, Wilmington was doing pooch kicks every time.
Well,
know,
you
right?
could
Yes.
you could have one drop a little further back. That way nothing
Yes.
gets over your head.
Well, both of them might as well. What's 5 yards? You can run up on the ball.
But of course, I guess it doesn't matter if it goes over your head. More likely, it's going to go into the end zone. It's
Yeah.
not going to die.
There it goes. He's going deep. Look,
That's high.
he
That's
kicked-
high.
You said the
And
10.
the 10.
It
He
is.
dropped the
He
ball.
drops it.
He's back to the 7.
He
picked it
drops
up.
again.
And they're hitting him.
All over. Wilmington's all over him.
And that ball got he got back to the 14. Wow.
Maybe.
When you're
Yeah,
thinking,
14.
okay, we've not been able to get a run back, and I think that's probably what happened. He's trying to run 100 yards before he even touches the ball.
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta just keep your composure,
Catch
catch the
the
ball,
ball, yeah.
and then run. And I think he was just trying to do it all too much. It's like
Yeah.
the guy with hitting the home run, trying to hit 5 runs on one home run when you're the only batter, nobody on base.
Yes, sir.
You can only get one at a time.
So 1st and 10 on the 15. Trace takes over.
He
on
catch.
the
I mean, he
15.
would have probably got to the 30, 35 at least easily, and maybe broke something and got more. But then fumbled it again trying to pick it up. Took his eyes off the ball.
143, 35-7. Wilmington is leading Trace. Miami Trace has had a couple bad things go wrong. They played a great game so far. We'll see if they can capitalize here.
Yeah, they need
Ran
to
the
get down
pistol.
and score, though.
Yes. Lift
Pitch
on the
out to
outside.
And
Lift's had a good game, but
yeah,
not
he got
picked up
1
by
yard
one.
there.
There's
We got
a
a
penalty
flag.
flag.
Yeah.
Another flag.
I don't think, here's my assessment of those types of running plays. I don't think that they're fast enough to get around the corner. At least, even with lift, it doesn't appear.
On it, lifts
Well,
in
you
the
know your
backfield.
line is. Your line tell him
Yep.
to go in.
2x2 in the pistol. Man in the backfield. Hands off the lift. Lift up the middle.
1
Picks
yard.
up maybe one.
Is that a flag
though.
in the backfield? Is that going to be hold?
I don't know. Maybe a block in the back or a hold.
So
Hold. No, personal foul.
Face
Face
mask, Wilmington. First
defense.
down.
So
First
is
down.
that an automatic first
Automatic.
down? But is it a 5 or a 15?
He said
I think it's
personal
always
foul,
15. 15.
Yeah.
Always 15.
Flag-
Anytime he says personal
But
foul
that's
is
an
automatic
automatic.
15.
That's an automatic 15, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it automatic first?
Yeah.
So this is a break for the Panthers.
Again, you got him on the 3 yard line, and they do something stupid. You know,
Maybe.
both teams' problems with what they've had today have been self-inflicted. Both teams.
Well, it's early in the season. This is only the second game for both teams, and both teams, you know,
Actually,
they're
it's not
probably-
an automatic first down. It's second and
Wow.
6. I
Usually
didn't
when
know
it's
that.
personal foul,
I
it's
thought it
usually
was
automatic.
always, but maybe not.
scoreboard says 2nd and 22. What is that?
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation.
So it should be second.
Left in the
5.
backfield.
Yeah, it is now.
Pitch to left. No,
Oh,
that's
oh,
number
nice
17.
run. Nice
17
run.
to the
Nice
right.
There's
run.
a penalty, probably a block in the back or hold.
Yeah.
Hold.
See, you get
That's coming back.
You get a nice run like that, and then it's so disheartening when it's
Yes.
pulled back. You know, it's like your legs are cut out from under you.
So sometimes when you get
Can I
a
go home early
flag
and
like
take a
that,
shower?
I did. Did you smell the sweat on me
Oh,
too?
man, I
I
tell
am
ya.
sweating up here.
I am sweating to
It's
death
so
up
hot
here.
up here.
It's humid. But
Very humid.
at least there's not a lot of bugs where we are.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know
21
about
seconds
on field.
left in the third quarter.
There's
here
actually a nice
at
breeze on the
Alumni.
field.
There is, but we're not
I'm-
on that.
He took, and Liff is not their main running back. Remember
No.
that. And
Now
so
they got
if they got to
Jaden
go,
LeBeau. What'd you say, Joe? Sorry about that, buddy.
that's all right. I was just saying that
What do we
if
got?
he's
The wave
if he's out
going
because
on?
of an injury or pulled muscle or something, they're down to their third string running back. I mean, you know, when you're down, and again, you don't want to go into limp into the next game after a loss like this with injuries. I hope. I hope the first boy, if he's in protocol, he's going to miss a while.
Marianne was panning up here.
Yeah, I told her we were waving out the window at her a while ago. She said when she looks up, all things she sees a big glare up here.
Look at Wilmington. We got Rockhold. We got McIntosh. We got Dom Davidson.
Wilmington's playing
Logan
pumped
Frazier
up.
here.
They're
They're
positive.
pumped. They're ready.
Different defense than you saw last weekend.
Yes, different.
Well,
But
they've had another week underneath Coach Killen.
yes, sir.
And he did make some changes. He put the
Yep.
freshman out there.
Motion.
He's tweaking them.
Pistol formation
There's a
looks
pass.
right.
Oh, almost
Woo!
picked off by Willie. Wow. I
Was
started
that
saying
Willie
Willie
Morris?
Willie
there,
Morris?
wasn't it?
I started
Yeah.
saying Willie McGee.
Willie That's
Willie Morris.
Us up here, we get a free. So I thank you guys for the free burgers and pop. We will. We'll be there. Thank you, baby.
Oh,
So if
what
you're
a
tuning
what a smooth operator, Wisecup.
So if you're tuning in Alumni Field here, Wilmington just returned it down. They had a flag there. They returned it to about the 4 or 5, and now it's going to be like a 10, 15-yard penalty. I think a 15-yard penalty, personal foul. Yep, blocking the back, Wilmington. So they're going to have the ball on the 21 or 22-yard line here. Looks like Brady Evans is going to continue to be in. 4 to the
That's
right.
what I was wondering. I wonder if they would change that yet. But
Do you go Cam Kimmer right here by himself right
you
here?
got Camp out far right. I can see that number. I'm trying to get.
They're double teaming Cam Kimmer now. Look at the left side there.
Yeah, they are.
Got a double team on Cam. 2 to the right.
Well, you
Or 4
figure
to the right.
teams
Sorry.
are going to start double teaming Cam.
And they're not going to be kicking to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, safety leaking over top on him. They're coming backside here.
Gonna throw it short to Camp. He
Camp!
caught it.
Oh, nice
Broke
job.
a tackle. Broke
Camp!
another
Oh, he's
tackle.
Nice job. Oh, gives it up. Fumble. He's taking off. They blow it
They're
down.
blowing
Are
it
they
down.
blowing it down?
Now,
Yeah.
did he pick it up with his knee on the ground, or
I
was it
think
already out of bounds?
His knee he may have been out of bounds there.
I thought
That was
he was
a
out of bounds.
great yak from Cam.
Okay, number McIntosh is over here pointing Wilmington to
Yeah.
the coach. He was
But-
talking to the official. He went like that to Wilmington, saying, "Our ball."
One thing you have to do if you're Wilmington is hold on the ball. They're trying to strip it. They're trying to
And we're not doing a good job of that the whole
no,
day.
you got to protect the football. But Camp is
Except the penalty, they're leaving Wilmington with the ball. So they decline the penalty, they'll take the fumble.
Yes, sir. I got you. So now it's 1st and 10 Trace after the Hurricane turnover, 11:38.
But they still blew him dead when he was running the ball.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't make any
Yes,
sense.
that
unless
don't
his-
make any sense.
Unless his knee was down, but I don't think his knee was. I mean, he wasn't.
No,
when
he never.
picked it
No,
up.
he never did. He ripped it right off his hands.
Yeah, and
So you can't blow that play dead. It's after
that
the
was-
whistle.
that was-
That's
again, that
horrible.
was a bad-
Because that could have been a big momentum shift
he
for
might
Trace.
have touched down right there. Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, he was definitely going to get a touchdown.
Oh.
He was out in front of everybody.
yeah, and they blew it dead and didn't give it back to him. It's like, whoa.
So Trace takes over 11:38 here on the Hurricane turnover. They have pistol formation, fullback in the backfield, fakes, hands. The quarterback's going to keep it. Brought down. Who's that, Joey? It's number 38, Connor Mitchell. No, Dom Davison.
Dom Davison.
Dommy.
I'm reading their numbers real clear. If you want to
can't
ran the
hardly
ball,
see either.
but I can't see Wilmington's
Well,
numbers.
no, their numbers are very legible.
Yes, they're very.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm just looking at body structure.
Well, that's what you have to look
at.
at, yes.
You know the big kids, the smaller, the way they're built. You got Rockhold and Mitchell in the middle linebackers. I could tell their body structure.
Well, this boy looks short over here. Isaiah.
So in the pistol formation, man, in the backfield, hands off up the middle. Nice job. Who is that?
It almost
Looked
looks
like
here.
52 there.
I mean, right now it almost looks like Trace is saying, we know we're going to lose this game. We're just not going to lose it. Because right now they're not coming out trying to pass the ball or trying. They're just saying, let's get it up here. Maybe they.
I don't think they're breaking back to nothing there. Mason McIntosh, Coomer's in. Looks like number 22. Look, Connor Mitchell's in there.
This is their game,
starters.
and he's saying, this is the game you started. You're going to finish it. Looks like.
Grant Mayer's in. Yep. He says, I'm not going.
Is this Camp?
I'm not leaving.
Camp's over here.
I'm not leaving.
McIntosh.
I'm not leaving. So
I can't see who's inside.
Hey, we're going to go pro set. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. They're going to run it up with Bray, man in motion. Hand off to McIntosh. McIntosh to the right.
He's
over
open.
the 50. Over the 40. To the nice
Man,
cutback.
Great move.
There he goes down to the 30,
some nice
28-yard line.
Here's what gets me. Wilmington's ahead, and they've set flat and go. They're behind, and they acted like they were ahead trying to run the clock out. Wilmington's trying to get back in the game. It's just two different.
He's like, skirt. That was awesome.
That was all McIntosh right there. Really.
Oh, yeah. He was like a computer.
He had some nice moves.
That's like a computer. McIntosh. Is it a Macintosh?
Yes. It's a Macintosh.
It's a Mac.
Macintosh. Mitchell alongside of Brady in the pistol. Behind him's Mayer.
He's
looks
open.
left. Is that Coomer?
Oh, right through his hands.
No, that's backside. Let me see. In and out of the hands of, that is Coomer.
Number 1, number 4.
No, that's Coomer.
Is it Coomer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like his number from here, but
He's
a single digit.
Yeah, but he had finally had solo coverage again.
Oh.
He's been double teamed.
And that ball went right into his hand. It looked like it just went right through there.
Yes, sir.
The defender probably got him so he couldn't see it right there at the end.
8:52 here. We got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff up the middle to Grant Mayer. Mayer over the 20, about the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
pick up
I think they're going to get the nose on the 25.
Pick up about 3 there. I think it's time now you just kind of chillax a little bit. You're not going to score. Miami Chase is not going to score 4 touchdowns. You're done. Brady in the pistol. Mitchell to the right. Fakes right. Looks deep to McIntosh.
He's open. And he overthrows him again.
In and out.
Had one hand on it. Couldn't pull it in.
Third
You
and
got to put a little
about
air
7.
under that ball and let the guy run under it.
Yes, exactly. Put a little more loft on it. It was like a missile there. He was right.
He was
what,
7 yards behind
he
that?
He had several steps on the defenders.
So we're 3rd and 7 again.
After the game here, I
From
haven't
the 15.
talked to Coach Killen. He's not going to come up, I don't believe, here.
He is or is not?
No, I don't think he is. I texted him today, and I think he was a little too busy. Hand off to Mayer up the middle. Yeah, he was a little busy today.
All right, do you kick a field goal here?
Field goal.
Yeah,
Let a running clock
I
come.
think
And
you
you got to work on your field goal team right now.
Yeah.
Now's the time to work on it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it don't matter. Make it or miss it.
They're
You
not
gotta
running him
work.
out. There
Yeah,
he
they are.
comes.
They're
Here he
coming
comes.
out.
Yeah.
He'll work on it. Because now's the time, like Rick just said.
Absolutely.
Because you work on these things.
Oh, yeah.
You're kicking from the left hash. This is a good,
Test.
good test for him.
The 23, so it makes it a 33-yard kick, field goal. Well, not the 23, it's the 18, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 28-yard field goal here. 28-yard attempt. Hell holds down. Brady Henry's
Nice
kick up
kick.
and good.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. That was pretty.
Bam! 38-7. It'll be a running clock.
6:39 and counting. Now, will they start running it now, or will they start running it since the
No, when
kickoff?
they kick off, I think, isn't it, Rick?
Yeah.
Kickoff.
And it'll only stop for injuries or timeouts.
Right. Yeah, ball goes out of bounds, don't stop. Pass drops, no. And he was a short little guy, but man, he could kick it. He would kick through the uprights. That was his goal, to kick every kickoff through the uprights.
Who was the 2003? Nugent.
Nugent,
I like Nugent. He was small guy.
Was that Ted?
No, Mike. Yeah, Ted. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, I tell you what, the way Trace was playing a while ago, I don't think they're upset about a running clock. I think he wants to get his players out of here healthy, no more injuries.
Yeah. They got younger guys in now. Pitch to the right over there. Looks like Wilmington. Nice job.
Man.
Good tackle there. Who was that just stood him up?
31. I'm trying to read these numbers.
Looked like as a host of them, but there was one of the tackles.
Looks like 31 got up out of the middle.
Yeah, and 55. I've seen a little 55 action in there. That was Gavin Muir. He's a junior. He got a little love in there. He's playing nose guard.
And that might have been 38 now. I say because I don't see a 31 out there, but
well, that could have been Mitchell. So 5:25 here in the fourth quarter. We got a running clock, 13-7. Wilmington up 31 points. Trace in the pistol, pitches to the left, to the outside. Logan Frazier out to the outside, misses him, ran out of bounds by number 14 there.
Is that Isaiah?
Yes, that was
Isaiah Ringling.
Yep.
5'9".
Yes.
Boy,
Freshman. Awesome athlete.
he made that one great play a while ago. Was it a running play or something that he got in on?
Yes, remember he just blew it up. He was just sitting there. And what a great, remember he ran the punt return down to the 2, remember?
I remember he did something running the ball because
that
that was
was
not
that was
defense.
Yeah, remember it was, but it was a punt return.
It was a punt return.
Yep. 4:36. Clock is moving.
Dom Davidson's out there cheering everybody on and pumping them up, and he's over there.
Oh, Dom's crazy. You know he's going to go home with his girlfriend tonight and have
Don't say
he's
that.
going to hang out. No, seriously. Just hang out and have fun with his friends. There he goes. Nice job there.
Got to
the outside.
Good tackle.
Nice job.
He got a
Who
hold
is
of him.
that?
I don't know.
He's holding on.
Everybody got laid down
That
there.
is number
17.
Logan Frazier. Logan Frazier again.
He's an animal, too. Another one of my running backs.
Yes,
track guys.
Track guys. I remember you had a lot of them. You had a lot of these guys. You had my nephew Connor. You had Frazier.
Well, you know one thing?
A lot of them.
I think when the coaches like football players running track in the off season.
Yes.
But the thing about it is, a guy that runs track, there's no glory in running track. Basically, you know what I'm saying? It's not like basketball and football, and so
unless you're Usain Bolt.
You've got to have dedication to just wanting, and that's the kind of guy you want to, that you know is going to come up later on football. Got to have that dedication.
Because
he was one of my guys.
Handoff up the middle for Trace. Looks like they're 17. Just trying to get out of here safe, and the coach is making a good decision.
Oh, wrong guy, 17.
You can tell though, looking at the Jerry Williams taking over the Trace program's done a great job. Just because tonight they fell a little short, they came out firing. Jerry Williams did a great job. He's taken over. They're 1-1 now.
This game's not over.
1:30 here. Fourth and about 4. Number 14 back to receive the kick.
This game's not over.
Isaiah Ridley back to receive the kick. Well, actually, we got a penalty here.
Not enough men on the field. It seems like he's counting.
Clock is moving. 1:09.
7,
we got a penalty.
9, 10, 12. There's 12 players on the field.
12 players. Clock's going to continue to move, though. People's leaving.
And there goes number 22 or 60 or 82. I can't tell. Running off the field.
Cam Coomer's dad to the left of us right here. He's pumped up. Oh, bye, Marianne. I love you, girlie. You did a good job. I love you. She's awesome. I love Marianne. Graduated with her.
Kick up. Fighting machine, Dean Thompson, for doing our camera work on the field. that they both help bring this great broadcast to our fans out there, and Hurricane fans and Trace fans everywhere.
Do you want me to see if Scott wants to come up and check?
Well, if you can text him and he wants to come
you
up.
Listen, you got him?
We can't
you
wait
take him.
long.
We both
'cause
do.
they
You want me
try
to go down and ask him and you stay up here?
I got it.
Okay.
because they'll try to run us off. One last cannon shot there. So your final score, 38-7 from Alumni Field in Wilmington, Ohio. And we'll wait momentarily to see whether or not,
Coach Killen.
yeah, Chris is trying to make his way down to the field, I think. Hey, Chris? I was going to have him give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait. It's going to wait 15 minutes. He's got to talk. Yeah, I'll ask him next time.
How about tracing back down there to see where the Marianne, there's a blue cable.
You want me to go
She
down
might
there?
have dropped. Just walk back down the same way she walked up, down the hill down there. Maybe
Yeah, she went right down here first. I mean, down these steps is where she came down. So.
Where? Right here?
All right, so we're going to sign off for Joe Davis, for Chris Wisecup, yours truly, Rick Phillips. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight on Campus Nation and WZAA. We will be back on the air with more sports tomorrow night from Cincinnati, Ohio. We'll have the Capital Crusaders out of Columbus, and they will be facing the Mount St. Joe Lions. That game will get underway on Campus Nation at 5:30 with a kickoff at 6. So tune in tomorrow night for more college football game of the week. For Rick Phillips, for everybody else, good night, everybody.